back for another one. Unfortunately, no Knicks basketball tonight, but we do get Pelicans versus Rockets, right? Big Zion is in the lineup. We've been looking forward to it all day. I've been praying to the basketball gods of the Pelicans. They're going to play their guys, and they are. They are. The Pelicans starting lineup is fully intact. Let's get to it. And so here we go, right back to it tonight. No Knicks basketball, but we do get a Houston Rockets versus Pelicans. Pretty good matchup right now. Right now, we thought about either this game here tonight at 8 o'clock or the Cavaliers versus the Detroit Pistons earlier tonight, started at 7. I think we made the right choice because the Detroit Pistons are sitting out a bunch of their guys. Kate Cunningham not playing. So tonight we get the Rockets versus the Pelicans. We can get right into it. The Rockets, they may have entered championship expectations this season with the acquisition of one Kevin Durant, but they did unfortunately lose Fred VanVleet probably for the season with the torn Achilles. Not a great look for my boy. Not a great look. So we gonna start it off with who I consider is the leader of the team, the best player on the team, Big Alperen Şengün, coming off of a great game. Great summer he had playing for the Turkish national team. He was fantastic. Last season, 19.1 points, 10.3 rebounds, 5 assists per game. He had a little mini Jokic over here, Alperen Şengün. 6'11", probably closer to 7 feet tall in shoes and whatnot. So he's big. He's getting better year after year. This year, the expectation that he's going to take a major leap up. 50% from the floor, only 23% from three-point range. Can he get that up? So far in preseason, he's actually shooting a little bit better from three-point range. We'll see if that holds over to the regular season. 70% from the foul line. He's got a decent touch for a big man. 70% is fine. You like it a little bit higher, considering you like his touch around the basket, so you would think he would have a nice soft touch at the foul line, but 70% is okay for now. I mean, 69.2 is essentially 7. It's okay for now. Not going to bash him too hard on it. Only 2.6 turnovers for a big man who plays out of the hub, out of the high post as an offensive hub. Cool. All right, it's fine. Then we get over to the big acquisition. Nazalan, who's up, Nazalan? Justice is dead. Appreciate y'all. Then we get over to the big summer acquisition. That is one K Dizzle, the Slim Reaper, Kevin Durant, 6'11" from Texas. We know KD. We know what he does. This is Kevin Durant, after all. Been in the league about 47 years now. Him and LeBron refuse to retire, refuse to get worse. They still going to put up the counting stats. I mean, last year, 26.6 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4.2 assists. This man does not stop producing. 3.1 turnovers, though, wasn't great. In a tumultuous season with the Phoenix Suns. 2 seasons. Pretty tumultuous with the Phoenix Suns there. I mean, the efficiency is always going to be there with KD. 52.7% from the field, 84% from the foul line, 43% from three-point range. This man, he's a walking bucket. He can get it in a snap. Nazalan said KD is a special player. There really is nothing else to say about Kevin Durant. We know who he is. If y'all know, y'all know. Shout out to Kevin Durant back in Golden State telling Patrick Beverley in the press conference, I'm Kevin Durant. Y'all know who I am. He wasn't wrong. Then we get to the young bull, Amen Thompson, expected to take a major leap up this season, especially with a guy like Fred VanVleet, who is currently out and probably out for the remainder of the year with the torn ACL he suffered right before training camp. Amen Thompson last year, 14.1 points per game, 8.2 rebounds per game. This man rebounds the hell out of the ball at 6'7", one of the premier athletes in the league, one of the best leapers in the NBA right now. About 4 assists per game. He's not really a point guard, but he's a ball handler. He's got some point guard skills. What's up, Nazalan? He's got some point guard skills and whatnot. You get to his defense, 1.4 steals, 1.3 blocks, averages out to almost 3 stocks a game. This man is a playmaker defensively. Not only is he a playmaker defensively, not only is he putting up the counting stats on defense, but boy, oh boy, if he's got the assignment to stay on you like glue, you ain't going anywhere, right? Ask Jalen Brunson, ask Steph Curry, ask Cade Cunningham, ask all these ball-handling guards who had to deal with this guy hounding him all game long. Amen Thompson is expected to make a big leap this year, right? Young player, super raw when he came in. He's slowly but surely maturing and refining his tool set as a big ball-handling wing. Wants to be more of a point guard. He's got some point guard skills, but isn't necessarily a point guard. He's got good passing skills. The issue is right here, right? With most young athletic guards, 27.5 from three-point range. Oof, that's rough to be a guy with the ball in your hands, to be 6'7", to be a guard, to not have the size of like a Zion Williamson, who obviously we'll get to here tonight. 27.5% from three-point range is just not good enough. It's not going to cut it, right? Although 68% from the foul line shows that there is maybe a little bit of touch there. You want that north of like 75, closer to 80 as a guard, but, you know, a little bit of a wing guard kind of situation with Amen Thompson. We're just going to see how he continues to refine his game. We get over to Jabari Smith Jr. What is there to say about big Jabari? Jabari, drafted 3rd overall, was a projected number 1 overall pick. I never believed the hype of number 1 overall pick, but I did really like his game. The issue with Jabari Smith Jr., while he can shoot the 3, he can't handle the basketball at all, right? He's not a ball handler. He's not he doesn't operate out of the high post all that efficiently because he can't swing through, put the ball on the floor, attack the basket out of that position, so he's not really a threat out of the high post. But when you catch it in the high post and you turn and you face, you should be a threat for 3 things, right? To drive, put the ball on the floor in the drive, to face up, jab step, maybe hit him with a standstill jumper, or to play make and pass out of that position. Right? He's not necessarily a great passer, so teams aren't too worried about that. The jump shot, especially out of the mid-range, out of the high post, hasn't been all that efficient, so teams aren't necessarily concerned about that. And then the dribble game is almost non-existent, so teams are like, go ahead, please try and put the ball on the floor, Jabari Smith Jr. So, while he has all the promise in the world, and he's got all the tools, 6'10", long arms, right? Nice slender build, but nice and strong. He's got a sturdy base. 12.2 points per game, 7 rebounds, 1.1 assists to 1.1 turnovers, only 35% from three-point range. Like, if he wants to just hit a point in his career where it's like, okay, I may not be the all-star level player that a lot of people projected me to be, I'd still have to be able to reliably step out the three-point range and hit it with a high level of volume. Right? He's got to hit that Miles Turner hump in his career, where for a long time Miles Turner was theoretically a stretch big, right? But he was shooting like 34, 35% from 3. And then he hit that hump in his career, got over the hump, and got to the point where he's like a 37, 38% three-point shooter as a big with good volume. Right now, his volume isn't great, and his percentage is middling. And so, with all of that being said, the defense is only going to carry you so far because he's not a transformative defender. He's a solid defender. And so for a guy like Jabari Smith Jr. going into his 5th year, I think now, they're looking for him to do a little bit more than what he's been doing so far. He's got value, but he's not realizing his potential yet. We get over to, oh boy, does Reed Sheppard have a whole lot on his plate this season. And we're going to see a little bit of it tonight. 4.4 points per game. A lot of his counting stats are almost entirely irrelevant because he was not a part of the rotation last year. A lot of these counting stats that you're going to see are averages accumulated over the course of like garbage time during the course of the regular season. So 4.4 points, 1.5 rebounds, 1.4 assists. Whole lot of nothing. Did a whole lot of nothing again. Garbage time stats. His percentages: 35% from the floor, 81% from three-point range, 33% from the line. Again, kind of irrelevant counting stats. Here's the issue with Reed Sheppard. He's 6'2", unathletic wing, probably a lot shorter than 6'2", by the way, which is what he's listed at. Probably a little bit shorter than that. He's not a very good defender. He's not especially quick. He's not a great athlete. He's an okay athlete. And is going to have to settle for a lot of contested pull-up jump shots. And in the NBA, as a point guard who, again, because he has to play the position because of his height, similar to a situation with Deuce McBride, you have to be able to find value and consistently being able to get to your shot. And without Fred VanVleet, they need Reed Sheppard to be more of a point guard than a shooting guard, which I would consider him more of a shooting guard in a point guard's body. Reed Sheppard has a lot on his plate in order to really help this team that had championship aspirations before Fred VanVleet went down with an injury. We're going to have to see him develop throughout the season, which is something that Houston probably did not really want to have to do, is rely on development of a young point guard in order to actually compete for a championship. So we're going to have to just watch and see how Reed Sheppard's going to be able to handle this starting point guard position. Noah Linda, what's up, Noah? I think Sheppard's a bust. We'll have to see, man. Again, he didn't really have the opportunity to play last year. Houston was a deep team. They jumped up in the draft. It was a pretty that was the Reza Shea went number 1 draft, so it wasn't filled with a whole bunch of talent there, right? Like Reza Shea's probably like a 7th or a 6th or 7th overall pick in a regular draft. In a weak draft, you ended up going number 1 to Atlanta. So you get to Reed Sheppard, who's probably should be like a 10th overall pick, ends up being the 3rd overall pick. And again, coming off his rookie year where he just wasn't a part of the rotation for what was a pretty deep Houston team, right? Like they just had good veteran players ahead of him, couldn't break into the rotation, especially for, I just didn't like the pick for a Houston Rockets team with Ime Udoka that's gonna lean on their defensive tenacity first, and he just isn't that level of player. He's an offensive guy who wants to come down and put up shots and get to threes and, you know, run around screens and get open looks and chuck up shots as much as possible and sort of stretch the floor out for his teammates. That's not really the priority of Houston. We'll see how Ime Udoka and the Houston Rockets kind of counteract that Reed Sheppard's play style versus the way they really want to play, because now with the addition of Kevin Durant, can it work? It can work. But it's a lot on the plate of Reed Sheppard so far here in his second season. We'll see how he handles it. We get over to Tari Eason. Is Tari Eason playing today? Not 100% sure, but Tari Eason, one of my favorite role players in the league. This man is Houston's wild card. He is what I call Josh Hart, the chaos engine of the Knicks. Tari Eason is the chaos engine of the Rockets. Tari Eason, he just flies around and he makes plays happen. 1.7 steals per game, 0.9 blocks, 12 points, 6.4 rebounds off the bench, 1.5 assists to 1.1 turnovers. Not the greatest in the world. He's improving his shot from the perimeter. 34% from three-point range is below average, but it's somewhat respectable. Again, teams will always try to dare Tari Eason to beat them in three-point range, similar to Josh Hart. They're very similar players in the sense of their roles and the things that they're good at. Tari Eason wants to cause havoc defensively, get a turnover, and get out and run. Or he wants to play good defense, snatch a defensive rebound, and get out and run. Reminds me a lot of Josh Hart when he plays. 6'8", so he's bigger, 215, not as strong, but he does have broad shoulders, does have big, strong hands. He is a good rebounder. He does have fantastic nose for the ball. He's the kind of guy who just makes things happen on the court, right? You look at the box score at the end of a game, and it's like he's got 8 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 3 steals, a block, and you're like, fine game for Tari Eason. But then when you watch the game, he's just all over the place making plays happen, right? You get over to Clint Capella, an offseason addition for the Houston Rockets. Pretty weird. They're starting Steven Adams tonight. Steven Adams will get the start. Clint Capella, I'm not sure if he's available to play tonight. 6'10" out of Switzerland. We know Clint Capella. He's been around the league for a while now. Last season with the Atlanta Hawks. He is getting older and maybe getting out of that starting center spot at this point in his career. 8.9 points per game, 8.5 rebounds per game this year. Projected to probably come off the bench with, not probably, he's going to come off the bench with Alperen Şengün, Jabari Smith Jr., and Kevin Durant in front of him now. So he's a fine backup big. He's still a fantastic rebounder for what his role is going to end up being as a backup big. Pretty good. He's pretty good. Not much to say about him. Dorian Finney-Smith is out with an injury here tonight. Probably not going to be ready to start the year even, but we know Dorian Finney-Smith is. He's a 3-and-D wing. That's, you know, he's going to shoot threes, 41% last year. He's going to try and defend as best as he can, stay in front of guys. He is getting a little bit older. The on-ball defense isn't as good as it used to be. The help defense is okay at 6'7", not as big as you'd like him to be as a help side defender, but he's good. He's smart. He's a smart defender. He's solid, communicates well, all of the things. And, you know, 41% from three-point range is pretty fantastic for a 3-and-D guy. You get over to Aaron Holiday, and again, was supposed to be the third-string guy, maybe even the backup guy to Fred VanVleet. But Aaron Holiday, at 6 feet, a really small backcourt between him and Reed Shepherd is going to have to step into a larger role this year. Now, is he ready for that? Maybe. Last season, in spot minutes, 5.5 points per game, 1.3 rebounds, 1.3 assists, nothing special, nothing to write home about for Aaron Holiday. I do like his tenacity. I do like his moxie. Pretty good basketball player. The issue with Aaron Holiday, again, 6 feet tall, doesn't have a ton of experience, 185 pounds, can get bullied a little bit. People can just shoot over him. And without sort of another guy to pivot to, if, okay, maybe he doesn't have the matchup tonight, there is no other guy to pivot to. Like, the other option to pivot is to just step away from Aaron Holiday and Reed Shepherd entirely and maybe put the ball in the hands of Kevin Durant or Amin Thompson and just say, you're our point guards for the next stretch of minutes, right? Not the greatest. Not the greatest. Then we get over to the Pelicans and the star of the show tonight, Big Zion Williamson. Big physical transformation from Big Z this season, right? 24.6 points per game last season with 7.2 rebounds, 5.3 assists. Do it all. We know what Zion is capable of. The only thing that can defend Zion Williamson is Zion Williamson himself. What did I write in the context here? We know the only thing holding back Zion, back is himself. One of the few players where him not having a jump shot has not mattered because he is so physically imposing, right? He's got a modern day Shaq build in the sense that he's so big, he's so strong, he's so physically imposing, he's quick, he can jump out of the building, at least he used to. Obviously, the athleticism has taken a hit with some of the injuries, but Zion Williamson, if he decides I'm going to get to the rim, he's gonna be at the rim, right? He's got some LeBron in him, he's got some Shaq in him. He's obviously not as big as Shaq, 6'6". He's about 6 inches shorter than Shaquille O'Neal. So there's your difference there. He is no Shaq, but physically imposing is what I'm talking about with Zion Williamson. If he catches it in the high post area and he faces up, he rips through and he says, I'm going to get to the rim, he's going to get to the rim. You're going to have to rely on a strong, weak side defender to come over and try to contest him at the rim and whatnot, because he is going to go to the rim and look to finish. And oh, by the way, he is an excellent finisher at 56.7 points per game. He's a spectacular player. The issue, obviously, we all know, has been health concerns, has been sort of his own personal life concerns in terms of staying on the court and kind of getting things under control. Weight-wise, don't want to bring it up, but it is what it is. He can also be a transformative defender, just as a help side guy, just as an explosive, I'm going to come up and blow up this play now kind of defender. Not necessarily an on-ball guy, but whew. Noah Linden said, do you think Şengün can be a point center? They call him Baby Jokic, but I'm not convinced he is. He's got all the skill sets to do so. He's young. He's got to improve on some of the decision-making and some of the perimeter skills that Jokic has refined throughout his career. But, like, you know, Jokic, when Jokic was Şengün's age, he wasn't Jokic yet, right? So I think that's why people are so high on him. Doug Fresh, what's up, Doug Fresh? He can get there. Like I said, he's got all the tools. 7 feet tall, long wingspan, got a nice center of gravity. He can get real low. He's a smart basketball player. He's got the ability to make all the passes. He doesn't have the ball manipulation that Jokic does. Like, Jokic will be here, and then all of a sudden the ball's flying that way. And it's like, how did he make that pass? Nobody has that. That's a Jokic thing. Nobody's going to be able to replicate that. But he's got all the nice passes. He can hit backdoor cutters. He can hit cross-court wing hook passes, all of the things. He can play out of the high post. He can play out of the low post. He can play out of the mid post. He can do all the things. Right? He's got a nice little floater in the lane, which is a Jokic staple. All of the things, right, if we're comparing him to Jokic. The issue is putting it all together to a point where it's difficult to guard you, damn near impossible to guard you. It's almost impossible to guard Jokic. Like, in order to guard him, you need help from the officials, as we saw with what the Thunder did to him last year. That's the point that Alperen Şengün has not hit, right? We get over to his running mate, what I would consider the second best player on the team, who's primed to make a huge leap this season. Trey Murphy III, out of Virginia, 6'8", a prized wing player. He's kind of the prototypical young wing player. 21.2 points per game, 6'8", long wingspan, can shoot the three, 36% last year. Expect that number to go up this year with increased volume. It was already with increased volume, but a little bit of injury prone throughout his career, as everybody has been on this Pelicans team, as it just doesn't seem like they have very good medical staff and whatnot. 5.1 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1 to 1.9 turnovers. Not terrible, not bad. Improving his on-ball game, improving his perimeter game, all of the things. 88% from the foul line will tell you this man is a marksman. Don't leave him open. He can make you pay. On any given night, he can go out and hit 7-8 threes, take you back, and just kind of win a game all on his own. A rising star on the verge of breaking out. This should be the Trey Murphy III season. With everything kind of out of the way, he is the de facto second best player on the team. Even with a guy like DeJounte Murray out with injury to start the year, ball is going to be in the hands of Zion. Ball is going to be in the hands of Trey Murphy III. Make a good decision with it. Let's see you explode. Let's see you improve your game. Take it to the next level. We get to Herb Jones. Herb Jones, one of the most important role players in the league. One of the most underrated role players in the league. 10.3 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, 3.3 assists. Nothing about his box score stat numbers, his counting stats are going to jump off the page and make it all that impressive. 1.9 steals, 0.5 blocks, 1.8 turnovers. 30% from three-point range. This is something that Herb Jones is going to need to improve. 30% is just not good enough. It did seem like at a certain point he was on the verge of improving his perimeter game, and it felt like, okay, you might have to start guarding this guy out in three-point range, which is what you need from a guy like Herb Jones when you're playing alongside Zion Williamson. You can't be a non-shooter. You have to be somewhat respectable, so getting this number to around 35, 36% would go a long way for Herb Jones. But his value is defensively. He's one of the best, most disruptive defenders in the league. A lot of people have not been able to appreciate it. One, because he's not been on the court enough with the injuries, and two, because the Pelicans have been bad because everybody on the team has been hurt. And so even if he's having a good defensive game, it tends to not really help the Pelicans in the long run because everybody is hurt, and so he's just a really talented defender on a really, really bad team, really young, bad team. Last season and the last couple of seasons, with all their guys out injured constantly. So expect Herb Jones' name to be heard and be appreciated a lot more this year, especially on the defensive side of the ball, obviously. Then we get over to DeJounte Murray, who ruptured his Achilles last season. He should be making his comeback at some point in the season. He's not ready to come back to start the year, but he will be ready at some point this season. We know what DeJounte Murray is about. Last season, trying to carry this Pelicans team was part of the reason why the Achilles ruptured. Under 40% from the field, trying to hold this team above water with all the injuries that they had. Under 30% from three-point range. It was horrifically inefficient for DeJounte Murray. He was just jacking up contested shot after contested shot because he didn't really on a nightly basis have anybody on the court who could help him generate decent looks. 3.4 turnovers to 7.4 assists is not very good for a starting point guard, but 17.5 points, 6.5 rebounds. We know DeJounte Murray is better than this and can be more efficient if given proper talent around him. Now, he did build up a bit of a reputation of this kind of play when he was with Atlanta, so they're hoping that that was more of the aberration of his career, and that what we saw with San Antonio will be more of what he'll be able to bring to this Pelicans team. We get the Jordan Poole, newly acquired from the Washington Wizards. Jordan Poole, 20.5 points per game. We know he's a shot chucker. The erratic wild card of this team. This man can go out and win you a game by himself. He could also go out and lose you a game all by himself with just his decision-making. With the 3 turnovers a game, the poor shooting, 43% from the field. He can be he could be hot as fire from three-point range, or he could be cold as ice from three-point range. He can go 1 for 12 from 3, or he can go 7 of 10 from 3. But it's going to vary almost on a nightly basis. K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? And some of us wanted DeJounte on the Knicks. Yikes. Not a big fan of DeJounte's game, but again, they're hoping the seasons with Atlanta and that first year with New Orleans when everybody was injured are the aberrations of his career, and that he'll go back to more of who he was with the Spurs here with the Pelicans, playing alongside more talented guys like Zion, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, and whatnot. He'll be able to slot in as a nice starting point guard alongside those guys. Jordan Poole, he's kind of he's in a much better situation, not being the go-to on-ball guy that Washington needed him to be, as they didn't really have much talent. It was like him and Kyle Kuzma, go ahead, do what you want, kind of a situation. And so being in a more, hopefully, organized situation with the Pelicans, playing alongside better players where he doesn't have to be the go-to guy, he can and not have the best defenders in the league on him on a nightly basis. Hopefully it'll help unlock his game, and he'll be able to improve on the things that we all want to see Jordan Poole improve on. 88% from the foul line tells you that this man can get buckets The reason the field goal percentage and the three-point percentage aren't where they should be is because of decision-making, is because of shot selection. It's all because of the things we know that Jordan Poole struggles with. So hopefully he improves on that this season because he is an incredibly fun basketball player to watch when he's got it going. Hopefully he's got it going more often than not this season. We get down to the rookie center going into his second year this season with the New Orleans Pelicans, Yves Missi. Yves Missi, 9.1 points, 8.2 rebounds, 1.4 assists. He was the lone price spot for the New Orleans Pelicans last season in what was a horrendous, tumultuous season, bereft of injuries and unlucky situations and all of the things, right? 1.3 blocks. He's a solid rim-running center. He's got all the energy in the world. He's ready to take that starting center spot and prove that I can actually help this team win basketball games because last year, while he was playing well, he wasn't helping the team win basketball games because nobody was going to be able to help this team win basketball games when Zion was out with injuries, Trey Murphy was out with injuries, Herb Jones ended up going out with injuries, DeJounte Murray tore his Achilles, and so it was like, okay, just go out and try to play good basketball, and that's what Yves Missi did. He was very impressive last year. I'm excited to see what he looks like alongside like a traditional roster, not bereft with injuries. Happy to see it. Now we get to deep into the bench with Jose Alvarado, GTA, Grand Theft Alvarado. 10.3 points per game, 2.4 rebounds, 4.6 assists, to 1.5 turnovers. This man is the TJ McConnell of the West. Not necessarily. TJ McConnell's a demon. Alvarado is more of an annoyance. He's not to that level yet. He's got a couple more steps before he gets to TJ McConnell level. But Jose Alvarado is undersized, obviously. We know this. Under 40% from the field is not great. 36% from three-point range is respectable, but can still be improved upon. 81% from the foul line is perfectly fine. They don't call him GTA for nothing. This man will guard you 94 feet, not give you a single break. He's going to bust his butt to provide and bring as much energy as possible just because this is how he's going to make a roster spot. Being an undersized guard, shooting under 40% from the field is not what's going to keep you on the court. The thing that has kept him on the court is his tenacity, is his energy, is his vibrance that helps bring this team alive. Without him, they lose a lot of their edge, a lot of their tenacity. And so he provides a very important role for this team. Then we get to Kevon Looney, finally pried away from the Golden State Warriors. At this point in his career, he's just a solid rim-running big. Isn't going to give you too much other than veteran experience. A solid big man in the middle, considering that they're going to lean on a second-year big man who hasn't won anything in the NBA in Yves Missi, and so having Kevon Looney alongside him kind of guide him through the rigors of the NBA and some of the smaller subtleties of being a rim protector. Kevon Looney, fantastic, underrated pickup for the New Orleans Pelicans and for Yves Missi's development. And that's it, y'all. Appreciate y'all. That's our pregame wrap up. It is now 8:03. We're going to get to the game. We're going to throw it on. We should be going live with the game in about another 5 minutes or so. But I'm happy both teams are playing most of their guys. The Rockets have a couple of like legit injuries, so guys aren't playing. But everyone is ready and available to go. Is that a subscription? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Just that TJ will go crazy this year. What's the odds on TJ MVP? He don't need all of that. He's not looking for any of the extra stuff that. Do I have to refresh this? For any of those accolades like that. He's just out there trying to hoop. That's all he's trying to do. So the Rockets-Pelicans game is a little messed up. Tip-off is 10 minutes after game time. Well, normally I could press play, right? And there's an error. There's an error on NBA League Pass aside. So we'll let that figure itself out. Cedric Bogans, appreciate you, Cedric. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Hope you're having an enjoyable evening. It's been a long day for me, y'all. I'm tripping all over my words. It's been a real long day for me. I woke up 10 minutes before I hit the live button. Not gonna lie to you. Took that 20-minute nap. It might save me tonight. But it's 8:05. I got about 5 minutes before tip-off. Unfortunately, NBA League Pass got something going on. But we'll figure it out. We'll get the game on. If I needed to, could I put this Pistons-Cavs game on? Is it the player that's not working? It's the player that's not working. That's not good. That's not good. Please check your connection. My connection good? My connection's good. This is on the NBA side. This is not on me. Boy, oh boy, does NBA League Pass suck. Okay. Just that's a Joker is plus 350 for MVP. Who do I think is a sleeper MVP candidate this year? Could actually win it. You got Shea, you got Jokic. Zion? Wemby? Wemby's the sleeper pick. Cat MVP is plus 4,000. 40,000? Makes sense. He's not even the best player in the Knicks, so I don't know why somebody would pick Cat. I'm starting to get a little worried here. I'm going to continue to refresh the page, and hopefully NBA will hook us up here, but nothing is working on their side. That's cool. Tried to do the Pistons-Cavs game. That's not working either. So, again, not on my side. Says that the stream looks amazing. I appreciate you, brother. I really, really do. Speaking of what the stream looks like, let's get this ready. But y'all can see it. This is not me. This is NBA League Pass right here. There was an error playing this video. Please check your connection or try again later. I don't have time to try again later. Game is about to start, NBA. Y'all can see what I'm working with here. I'm trying. Same thing. Trying to put the game on. How else can we watch it? Let's pull this over here. Is anybody else having this issue? Nope. Nope. Trying to find a solution to this issue so we can actually watch the game. Because we're 2 minutes away from tip-off about. Gonna refresh the page again. Start it up. Same issue. Alright, let's close this out. Try opening up NBA League Pass on a different window. Might need to do it in a different browser. We try doing it on a different browser. Unfortunate that NBA League Pass is trash. Mark, what's up, Mark? Should I try opening it up in Firefox? Try that. Am I not signed in? Of course I'm not signed in. I don't normally use Firefox. Might be the player. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's the player on Chrome. Don't save that, please. Thank you. Go to watch. Got about a minute to go. Can I pull this off? Can I get the game running? Can we get? I think we got it. You gotta understand, I'm maestro when it comes to the problem solving. We pulled it off. We gotta go. We're ready to go. We got the full screen going. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Get Google Chrome up out here. Get Mozilla Firefox ready to check in. At any moment, you might need to swap browsers. Any moment, you got to have multiple browsers ready to go. And I'm ready to go. Time and time again, I'm ready to go. Let's get our game cache ready to go so we can all follow along. Obviously, I'm going to bring y'all along. But if you need the visual, boom, we got it up right here. Sean Tate is out, Finney Smith is out, Van Vliet is out, Derek Queen is out for the Pelicans. Unfortunate. Hopefully he plays tonight. Derek Queen, the rookie for the Pelicans. All right, problem solved. Problem solved. DuckDuckGo is my go-to. That's a good one. You just gotta have multiple ready to go, ready to launch it any moment. Any moment. Right? Imagine I had to sit here and re-download Firefox. Would have been crazy. Would have been crazy. But I got it, everything ready to go. Let's do it. Let's start the show. Put the game on. It's 8:10. 8:11. They're a minute behind. I mean, we got the Pelican stream going, so let's get the Rocket stream going. Can we be in the arena? The game is experiencing technical difficulties. Nice. Nice. Go back to the Pelicans. All right, we got it. We got it. We're live. All we had to do was just flip it around a little bit, and we're in there, getting ready for the tip. The Rockets win the tip. And here comes Jabari Smith Jr. with it up top. Get it over to Kevin Durant. Are the Pelicans in a zone? They are in a zone. They have Şengün down low. He gets the easy layup to go. Why did the Pelicans start out the game in a zone? Interesting. Weird. Don't love that decision. We'll see how that plays out. 2-0 to start. Herb Jones has it up top. I don't like how blurry it is. This is not a high-definition picture right here. Herb Jones, a straightaway three, can't get it to go. This is like 2008 video right here. Home run pass to Şengün, who leaked out, can't get it to go. Excellent effort from Herb Jones there to save the easy layup. Knocks it out of bounds on the chase down, reach in on Şengün. So they were too busy showing the replay. They didn't show the basket, but the Rockets score it yet again. Herb Jones driving it down, puts up the lefty floater, can't get it to go. Yves Missi right there, misses the first tip, goes for the second tip, but he tipped it while it was already over the basket. Yves Missi, what are we doing, brother? What are we doing? Not a great start for the Pelicans so far. 4-0. 4-0. Mark said the Sheffy hoodie you holding out. On the way, brother, on the way. Just a little sneak preview. Everything on the way. On the way. Jabari Smith has it up top. They get it over to Kevin Durant. Durant coming to his left. Kicks it out. Şengün, a right corner three. No hesitation. Can't get it to go. Steven Adams, the offensive rebound. One of the best offensive rebounders in the league before Mitchell Robinson snatched the title away from him. Thompson has it up top, being guarded by Herb Jones, and now he's going to pull it out. A pull-up three for Amen Thompson. Splashes it, nothing but net for Amen Thompson. A confident, smooth-looking pull-up jump shot for him. An incredible sign for the Rockets. He looked very comfortable and confident shooting that. Şengün is guarding Zion, kicks it out. Jordan Poole, a left wing three. He rattles it in. Nice shot from Jordan Poole again. He's going to get a lot more open looks than he had with the Wizards. So expect that efficiency to go up. Herb Jones jumped the passing lane, almost got the steal. They kick it out to Thompson, sprays out a three over in the left corner to Jabari Smith Jr. He gets it to go down. The passing has been fantastic so far, even from both sides. Both sides. Pelicans have just missed a couple of early shots. Trey Murphy gets caught in the air, throws it out of bounds, trying to get it over to Zion. Ball's going to go back to the Rockets. 10-3, 10 minutes to go. We're only 2 minutes in. I like it so far. The video of this game, like the stream of it, is not great. Not a great stream of it. Thompson bringing it down against Herb Jones. He has it up top to get it over to Şengün. Şengün throws it over the top to Jabari Smith Jr. He got Jordan Poole on him. He just bully balls and muscles his way in. That's what I want to see. I want to see some big man basketball from Jabari Smith Jr. Zion trying to bully his way to the basket. Good defense. Yves Missi tried to get the putback dunk. Can't get it to go. Rebound found its way back out to Şengün. He's going to bring it down. Şengün up top, dancing with it, coming to his left. Zion steps out to guard him. Şengün's going to look to dance. Step back, left wing three. Can't get it to go. 2 missed jump shots for Alperen Şengün to start. Trey Murphy comes flying in for the rebound. He's going to bring it down now. Murphy has it up top, being guarded by Jabari Smith, taking him off the bounce. Inside to Missy. Missy's going to drive it down, scoop. Righty flip shot across the lane over Steven Adams, gets it to go. 12-5, 9 minutes to go. Kevin Durant gets it inside to to Adams, being guarded by Zion. Adams goes for the reverse dunk. He can't get it to go. Hits Şengün cutting down the lane, kicks it out. Kevin Durant, wide open three. Way off on that one. Can't get it to go. Jordan Poole chases down the long rebound. He's going to bring it down. Crosses over to his left. Shoves it over to Trey Murphy. Left wing three is a trailer. Splashes in nothing but net. I like the back and forth affair right now. Fast-paced game. Getting shots up. Let's do it. Let's run it out. Let's run it out. Jabari gets it up top to Adams. Adams sprays it out to Durant. Durant inside back to Jabari. Jabari mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. Zion chases down the rebound. He shot out of a cannon. He's bringing it down. Cross-court pass. Wide open three for Trey Murphy. 2 in a row. In and out halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. Here come the Rockets pushing it the other way off the Jabari Smith rebound. Thompson on the right wing, going to be picked up by Zion. Thompson's going to dance with it. In the lane, leans in, draws the foul. Can't get the shot to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 8-12 to go so far. That's it. High score incoming for the second half. It is a fast-paced affair. This is indeed a West Coast game. I like it, though. I like it a lot. We're moving. We're spreading it out. We're taking threes. We're knocking them down. We're attacking the rim. Kicking it out. Thompson knocks down the first free throw. Thompson knocked down both free throws. Very good-looking free throws there. Always important to evaluate the form of poor shooters. Robin Scholl with the Robin. Jordan Poole, a pull-up three off the screen. They leave him open. They go under the screens. He can't get it to go. Here comes Jabari Smith Jr. off the rebound. He's been active so far. Smith Jr. hands it off to Kevin Durant. They get it back to Jabari Smith. He's got Jordan Poole on him. Driving along the baseline. Bully balls his way to the rim. Goes up. Can't get it to go, but a foul on Jordan Poole. And they're just mismatched. The Pelicans are just not doing a good job of getting matched up down the court time after time. Right? You got Jordan Poole multiple times being matched up with Jabari Smith Jr. They started off the game. It looked like they were in a zone. I wonder if they're just in a zone and they're just going to send Jabari Smith Jr. over to Jordan Poole's side and throw the ball to him in the high post. Interesting strategy. We'll see how the Pelicans look to adjust from that. But I think overall they're just doing a poor job of matching up right now. Saddiq Bey is subbing in for the Pelicans now. Didn't even realize Saddiq Bey was on the Pelicans. Shout out Saddiq Bey. At one point, I really wanted the Knicks to draft him. I like his game. Jabari knocks down both free throws. Jordan Poole has it up top, coming to his left off the Missy screen, down the lane, throws up a floater, gets the floater to go. 16-10. Thompson up top, cross-court pass. They leave Kevin Durant wide open in the right corner. That's not a good idea. Thankfully, Kevin Durant has missed 2 wide-open threes so far here. You get it into Şengün in the post, being guarded by Trey Murphy III. Again, mismatched. Şengün spinning, goes along the baseline, pump fakes. He brings the ball down. They're reaching in. He's got 2 players on him. He pulls it back out. He tries to get it inside. Terrible possession from Şengün. Good defense from the Pelicans there. And Trey Murphy's going to drive it down in the lane, throws it up the glass with the right hand over Kevin Durant. Gets it to go for Trey Murphy. A nice drive and finish. Known for his three-point shooting, but obviously trying to expand his game. Şengün inside to Adams. Steven Adams takes it out to Kevin Durant. Durant being guarded by Poole. Coming to his left off the screen. Driving it down. One-legged floater. Can't get it to go. Adams knocks the rebound all the way out to Şengün. Extra pass over to Jabari Smith. Driving the baseline. Little fall-away baseline jumper gets it to go over Herb Jones. Over Saddiq Bey, excuse me. Jordan Poole up top, bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Thompson. Poole gets it over to Jones. Herb Jones coming to his right. Little mid-range pull-up jumper. Gets it to go. Calmly walked into it. Calmly knocked it down. 18-14. A back-and-forth affair right now. 2 points to the wrong side, excuse me. 18-14. Approaching the halfway point here in the first quarter. No whistles. I like it. Just pure fast break action. They tried to get the inbound pass into Thompson driving it in. Ball got knocked loose. It was a loose ball situation. Adams dives on it, saves it over to Thompson, and he gets fouled at the rim, so he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. But we're going to get our first stoppage in play here. Our first timeout. We're going to catch our breath a little bit. 18-14, fast-paced action. Both teams going back and forth. The defensive intensity isn't that high so far to start, as both teams are just kind of getting their offenses going. Roger G. Wall, what's up, Roger G. Wall? Jay Hammer, what's up, Jay Hammer? Okay, Hazy said, these teams look a lot bigger than our Knicks did last game. Well, when you don't play any big men, you tend to look pretty small. And when you play all your big men, like the Rockets are doing right now, tend to look pretty big. I mean, they got a starting lineup of Steven Adams, a center, Alperen Şengün, a center, Kevin Durant, a power forward, Jabari Smith Jr., a power forward. They're starting 4 big men so far tonight. And their starting point guard, Amen Thompson, is 6'7". Yeah, they're going to look really big. Orange Street Production said, thanks for the commentary, bro. I appreciate you, Orange Street Production. I'm just out here trying to do my best, man. I'm just out here trying to do my best. Jay Hammer said, Rockets over New York again for the 26 finals? Come on, man. At least let us get our revenge in 26. Okay, he said, definitely a preseason game, lazy first quarter. I mean, the defense is probably operating at like 60, 70-ish% for both sides. Like, they're reaching in and they're getting their hands involved and whatnot, but, you know, it just, yeah, it's not. And it's also a first quarter. You know what I like to say about first quarters? First quarter is a feel-out quarter, right? Like, how intense are you going? What is this going to be? Is this going to be a fast-paced offensive kind of night? Is it going to be a slow-paced, half-court? We're going to duke it out with our offenses. We're going to be real deliberate with how we play. We're going to be locked in defensively. We're not, like, is it that kind of game, or is it loosey-goosey? We're going to throw it around. We're going to chuck up shots and may the best team win kind of game. Because it can go either way. It could go either way. Roger G. Wall said, I think I missed when he talked about the hoodie. The hoodies, the shirts, the merch is going to be on its way. We got the hat ready to go. We got the sweaters ready to go. The thing with doing merch is that you order certain things to see what the material feels like, to see what it feels like with the stuff printed on it, right? Make sure it's comfortable and all of that. And so, I don't want to just slap it on whatever and then be like, all right, you guys figure it out if you like it or not. It's like, let me order a couple things. Let me see what the material is like. Let me pick out the ones I like. For now, we're going to keep it real simple, real casual, just a logo, nothing too crazy yet, nothing with some crazy designs. We'll get there. We'll get there with some of that stuff. And again, I got to work on opening the online store and whatnot. All in good time. Again, it's a one-man band. It's a one-man operation here. So I got the stream stuff. I got the graphics I'm trying to do. I'm trying to improve the way everything looks, right? We upgraded the way the chat looks this past weekend. So I'm gonna get around to getting the merch store up. Best believe you guys will know when the merch store goes live. I will be letting everybody know that it will be live. Jay Hammer said, Reed Shepard is too small to crack the lineup. Bird, Parrish, and McHale were also very tall. Very tall. Very famously tall lineup. Different era. But we'll see how this works out for the Rockets. You do need a point guard out there. You do need a guard to organize your offense. Don't know if Reed Shepard's that guy. That's something we're going to have to figure out as the season goes on. We're back into it. Thompson knocked down both of his free throws yet again. Going along the baseline is Herb Jones. He went up strong with the left hand, looking for a poster there. Can't get it to go. Both teams have made substitutions now. We'll go over it in a second here. As Thompson bringing it down, gets it into Kevin Durant in the high post. Jeremiah Fears knocks it loose, driving it down, and gets knocked out of bounds by Amen Thompson chasing him down. I got the wrong thing in my hand right now. We don't need the pointer. We need the mic. So 20-14, 5:38 to go. They get it in to Trey Murphy. Zion is now out. Trey Murphy, cross-court pass to Jones. He's going to step into a straightaway three. In and out, can't get it to stay. Tari Eason with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Going to be picked up by Bay. Cross-court over to Jabari Smith. Now over to Kevin Durant. Durant has it up top. Now gets it over to Jabari Smith. Being guarded by Jeremiah Fears on a mismatch. Smith swings through. Pull-up mid-baseline jumper. Can't get it to go. Herb Jones. Good box out and one-handed rebound there. Here comes Trey Murphy bringing it down. This is when Zion's out. This is when you want to see Trey Murphy really step up. Fears inside, right back to Murphy. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Here come the Rockets. Shot out of a cannon. 3-on-2. Going the other way. Over to Eason. Eason Euro steps down the lane and gets an easy layup out of it. Very under-controlled fast break there. And we're going to get a whistle, foul on the floor on the Rockets. So for the Rockets, we have Kevin Durant, Amen Thompson, Tari Eason, Josh Okogie is in the game, along with Clint Capella, who's now checked in. For the Pelicans, we got Herb Jones, Trey Murphy III, Sadiq Bey, Makovic as the big man, and Jeremiah Fears as the rookie point guard. They get it over to Herb Jones up top. Jones, he's got to make something happen, something out of nothing, a pull-up three. In and out, can't get it to stay. Smooth-looking shot, though, for Herb Jones, able to create his own look. Just hasn't been able to knock it down with consistency so far tonight. Thompson has it up top, spins to his left, driving it down, gets caught in the air, and throws it right into the hands of Trey Murphy III. Excellent defense from him. Here comes Herb Jones bringing it down. Quick crossover to his right on Amen Thompson, and draws the foul on him in the backcourt. Underrated play there from Herb Jones. After Trey Murphy is able to jump the passing lane and get the steal, Herb Jones bringing it down against the ball pressure of Amen Thompson, who made first-team All-Defense last year, who's known for his fantastic hands and his ability to steal the ball away from ball handlers, crossing over, getting right into his shoulder, able to draw the foul on him. Jeremiah Fears up top, driving it down, snaking it back to his right hand off the screen. Scoop lay with the right hand, got it to go with a nice finger roll for the rookie Jeremiah Fears, trying to earn rotation spots here. Trying to earn a rotation spot. Thompson has it up top. Euro steps down the lane off the screen. They kick it out to Eason. They're going to dare Eason to shoot. Can't get it to go off the back rim. Here comes Herb Jones pushing the other way up the rebound. Coming to his left off the screen. Hesitation move. Kicks it out to Fears. Fears dancing with it up top. Swings it out to Bey. Bey catches it on the run. Gets to the rim. Goes to the reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Makovic with the offensive rebound. But I do believe they called the foul on the Rockets on the Sadiq Bey drive. So Bey will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Some fast-paced NBA action so far. Now, as Lon said, defense wins championships. Rockets are that team. You know what also wins championships? Organized basketball. And we'll see if the Rockets are going to be able to be an organized basketball team without a real point guard. We'll see if Amen Thompson can make that leap to actually organize this team. Sadiq Bey knocks down both of his free throws. 4-point game. Feels like the Rockets have dominated, but it's only a 4-point game. Thompson has it up top, being guarded by Zion, who's checked back in. Thompson dancing with it around the screen, gets into the lane, throws up a floater. Well short, well contested from Zion and Makovic. Zion, home run pass over to a streaking Jeremiah Fears, who loses the handle. Back to Sadiq Bey. Kicks it out to Jordan Hawkins, and he just loses the ball. And now it's a 2-on-1 fast break. And Okogie throws the lob to East, and he easily tips it and knocks it up and in. And they throw it over to Zion, standing under the basket by himself. What happened to the Rockets' defense there? Zion just literally the best player on the court right now. Is just standing under the basket by himself. And no one from the Rockets were like, hey, we should probably guard that guy. 24-20. KD still on the court. Can't knock down the mid-range jumper. They kick it out. Over to Okogie. He's going to pump fake, go along the baseline. Kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson being guarded by Zion. Zion giving him space, saying, go ahead, shoot it, kid. He's going to walk into it. Zion not even going to put a hand up. Thompson can't get it to go. I like the disrespect. I do like that. Sadiq Bey, home run pass over to Hawkins. A no hesitation three because blocked by Kevin Durant. Jordan Hawkins, not a very good start to his minutes here tonight. KD Euro steps down the lane, gets it out to East, and they kick it out to Okogie. Pass fake, now puts up the right corner three. Okogie can't get it to go. Good box out from Makovic, fighting for the rebound. He's able to grab it. Quick outlet to Hawkins. Hawkins throws the lob, but it's a bad pass from Hawkins. Yet again, Jordan Hawkins. I like your game, Jordan Hawkins. I know you're a sweet shooter. All of the things. You got all the tools. You're a maestro when you come off the bench. You just let that thing fly. It's great and all. But, brother, 3 straight turnovers, 3 straight bad plays. Jordan Hawkins, pick up your game, big dog. Andres, what's up, Andres? Sorry late, forgot you were streaming. We're streaming every day, brother. We're going to stream it every day. You know, you don't got to be sorry you're late. Just whenever you can come in and check in, come in and check in. Come hang out for a little bit. Go do what you got to do. Come back. Leave. Come back, you know. I get it. We just chilling here watching some basketball. Available for whenever you got free time. 24-20, just about 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Timer's slightly ahead, so about 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. So we had breakneck action to start. Calming it down just a little bit. Should probably get into some half-court sets for both sides, as the defense should start to tick up as the game goes on. We'll see how long the starters play. So far in the preseason, the trend is starters play or coaches go to regular rotations during the first half. And then so far, later here in the preseason, coaches have given some extended minutes to the starters in the second half. And then we see more of the bench, third and fourth stringers, deep into the third and fourth quarters and whatnot. So I will say I'm very impressed with what I've seen from Jeremiah Fear so far. I mean, he only has the 2 points and 1 assist, but just the way he's moved and the way he's felt very comfortable against some of the ball pressure from the Rockets. Again, preseason game, you don't want to make too grand of an assessment here so far for Jeremiah Fears. But, you know, like we have Jose Alvarado up. We got the graphic for Jose Alvarado made because I assume Jose Alvarado is going to be the backup guard this season. He's going to garner minutes. But Jeremiah Fears is saying, hold on, you didn't draft me for nothing. You didn't draft me for nothing. So I like the way he's battling so far. I like what he's showing. Durant is 0 for 4 from the field. 0 for 2 from three-point range. He's got 0 points, 3 boards, and an assist. He's getting good open looks, but, you know, still shaking off some rust for Kevin Durant. We know what he's capable of. That's Kevin Durant. I'm not worried that, like, he's 0 for 4, but not having a big impact on the game tonight, just kind of moving the ball around, being a connector and whatnot. When he's got an open look, he takes it. We have yet to see Kevin Durant say, give me the ball, let me do my thing. Early in the game, obviously. Still early in the game. And it's also going to get real hot in here, so I'm going to go ahead and open up the window early. I'll make sure this window is open. Get some fresh air in here. I got the hoodie on, so I'm going to start sweating any moment now. So here we go. Back into the game. The Rockets will bring it down. Reed Sheppard is in. The kid I really want to watch play tonight. They get it over to Eason, who will bring it down. Eason being guarded by Sadiq Bey, and they call a foul on Sadiq Bey. Just getting too handsy with Eason out by the half-court line. Just why? Why? Just relax. That's not good pressure defense. That's just sloppy, lazy defense. Get your hands off of him. You get it into Eason. Eason has it up top. To get it over to Okogie, back to Eason. He's got a lane in the basket, throws it down with the right hand. And they call a late foul. And they call a late foul as they kind of just undercut him after he got the one-handed jam. So Eason's going to go to the foul line for one more. Really, really sloppy play there between Sadiq Bey. And the guy who ended up fouling Eason off the handoff, who was forced to switch on to Eason, was Jordan Hawkins, who continues to be a mess so far to start the game, unfortunately. Because I do like Jordan Hawkins, but boy, oh boy, has he been a mess to start this game. Was it a foul or was it a timeout? All right, they didn't mark it down as a foul, so it's just a timeout. Weird. I guess the Pelicans were just upset with their defensive coverage there following the timeout. Like they probably just completely butchered whatever the assignment there was, whatever they discussed during the timeout. So much so that Coach Willie Green was like, hold on, timeout. What? We just talked about this. The timer's still going. My apologies. 1:49 to go. Andres said, do you think either of these teams have a chance to be a top team? Me personally, I think if they can both stay healthy, they'll have a chance in the West. Yeah, for sure. They'll have a chance in the West. I mean, the cream and the crop in the West, OKC and Denver, obviously, and then everybody else is a tier below them. But both of these teams, if they stay healthy, can enter that second-tier teams, for sure. Sadiq Bey, left wing 3, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And a loose ball found Clint Cabela. I like the way this kid Makovich for the Pelicans is battling down low. Every time I see him, he's fighting for a rebound. He's getting his hand on a loose ball, and whether he recovers it or not, he's involved in the action, right? They've yet to give him the ball. They've yet to hit him on a roll to the rim. Right? He's not going to get a play called from, obviously, but he's making an impact. Jeremiah Fears has it. Kicks it over to Makovic. Makovic is going to take matters into his own hand. Cross-court pass out the Bay. Inside pass to Zion. Zion in the paint. Stop, turn, spins. Lefty layup off glass. Gets to the go because that's Zion. And once he gets into that area, you can almost count it as 2 points. A minute to go here in the first quarter, 26-22. We got out to a breakneck, fast-paced start, and it's slowed down since. I like it. Get it over to Şengün. Şengün up top being guarded by Makovic. Şengün's going to dance with it, drive it in on him, stop, turn, spin, throws up a righty hook shot, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Fears does a good job knocking it out to the perimeter, just enough for Zion to go out and recover it. Zion's going to put his head down, attack, say, you can't stay in front of me, and he gets the lefty layup to go. It's insane. That's insane. Too big, too strong, too talented, get up out of my way, I'm getting my layup. Reed Shepherd has it up top to get it over to Capella. Now back to Shepherd. Shepherd turns it over as Zion jumps the passing lane, able to take it. Leaves it off for Bay. Bay goes up and gets an easy two-handed slam because both players went over to Zion Williamson because you need two guys to stop him. And Zion makes a nice read over to Bay. He gets an easy layup out of it. So happy to be watching Zion play basketball again. They get it into Eason. Sadiq Bey jumped the passing lane. He knocked it out of his hands. So it'll stay with the Rockets here. Get it over to Shepherd. He'll bring it down. Shepherd coming to his right, off a Capella screen, gets to the mid-range, throws a pass inside the Capella, bad pass. Makovic able to come up and clean it up. Home run pass over to Hawkins. He's going to go up with a two-handed slam. I like the Pelicans getting out to run here. Defense leading the offense. Generating turnovers, getting out and running, getting easy baskets. Eason up top, driving it down. Hawkins trying to slide them feet. Eason's going to put his head down and attack and try to leave it off the last second. And you know who scared him at the last second? Zion Williamson. Boy, do I love watching Zion play. I have missed this man. There he is. There is Duke basketball Zion. He came over on the help side there, and Reed Shepherd was like, oh, let me get rid of it. He came over looking for the weak side shot block, and oof. David Osh Jr., what's up, David? My boy Zion looking good. I'm happy to be watching Zion play basketball again, man. He's so much fun. That's why it's been so disappointing the way his career has gone so far. He's so much fun. Okay, Hazy, Zion bullying right now. I love when Zion is a disruptive defender and it helps his team get out on the fast break because he's so terrifying, because he's so explosive. It's like he's in a standstill, and then all of a sudden, he's over here. It's like, oh, snap. He jumped the passing lane, he got the steal. That's crazy. Now we're off and running. Now we're throwing lobs over to Zion. Now Zion's throwing lobs to his teammates and whatnot. David said Zion and Beast will always wanted him on the Knicks. I also always wanted him on the Knicks. Was happy how it all ended up, considering the way his career has gone so far. But hopefully he's starting to figure it out now. I'm hoping he's starting to figure it out right now. And we could at least get, like, dominant Zion. I wish he could play 65-plus games this year. I need him eligible for awards. All kinds of awards. All NBA teams, whatever he's going to be eligible for. I need him eligible for all of them. You know, I need 65 games plus from Zion this year. Just that said, Zion MVP, if he could do this every quarter. You know, I don't know if the Pelicans are going to be good enough for him to get serious MVP considerations, but if he can do this every quarter, if, like, this is just Zion, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists is not crazy. Like, if we just quadrupled that, that's 24 points, 12 boards, 6 assists, 8 assists. You know, if you could do this every quarter. You could do this for 4 quarters. And it's not a crazy thing to ask. Not a crazy thing to ask at all. And he was doing that in a lineup that featured Sadiq Bey, Makovic, Hawkins, and Fears. Let me make sure I pronounce my man Makovic's first name correctly. Carlo Makovic, my man Carlo Makovic. I like the way he's played. I like the way Carlo Makovic has played. The big man. He's been impactful without, what is the stat line? 1 rebound, 1 assist. No points. Hasn't taken a shot. But I feel his presence out there. He's around the rim. He's around the ball. He's around every possession and whatnot. I like what he's bringing so far. David said, watch Hug this year might be our Zion. Nobody's Zion. That's the thing about Zion. That's the thing that's special about him. He wants the ball here. They try to get it to him in the high post. Reed Sheppard knocks it loose. Okay, good defensive possession from Reed Sheppard there. Start of the second quarter. Jabari Smith Jr. bringing it down. Up top to Şengün. Hands it off to Sheppard. He's going to fire away a 3 on the left wing. Splashes it, nothing but net. Smooth looking shot for Reed Sheppard. Trying to earn some trust from his teammates. Jeremiah Fears turns it over. Home run pass over to Easton. He's going to go up with a one-handed jam. 31-28. 5 quick points for the Rockets to start this second quarter. Zion bringing it down. Coming to his left. Get over to Trey Murphy. A left wing 3, no hesitation. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Makovic able to grab it. Gets it blocked at the rim by Jabari Smith Jr. Good rotation from Jabari there. Reed Sheppard bringing it down. Leaves it off for Jabari. A left wing 3 in transition. Too short, can't get it to go. Fears with the rebound. He's off shot out of a cannon. And he's going to slow it down. Waits for his teammates to catch up. Fears up top. Crossing over to his left. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Not entirely on balance, but it didn't matter. He was able to knock it down. Easton bringing it down. Fears trying to guard him. Hand it off to Sheppard. Cross-court pass to a wide-open Jabari in the right corner. What is this zone? What is this help side defense from the Pelicans just loading up on the strong side? One cross-court pass broke it easily. Wide open 3 for Jabari. They've done that multiple times tonight. Zion on the right wing coming to his left off the screen. Kicks it out to Trey Murphy. Extra pass to Alvarado's in the game. Jose Alvarado. Too strong. Can't get it to go. Sheppard able to grab the rebound. He's bringing it down. A pull-up 3 in transition. Feeling himself. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Trey Murphy with the rebound. We're going to bring it down the other way. We're going to slow it down. Run some half-court offense here. Trey Murphy coming to his left. Kicks it out. A pull-up 3 for Fears on the left wing. Wide open. Too strong. Can't get it to go. Sheppard chases it down. Here comes Reed Sheppard. I like the energy Sheppard's bringing. Right? He's chasing down the loose balls. Guard's got to get those long rebounds. He's gotten a couple of them so far. Jabari Smith fires yet another 3. Comes up short on it from the right corner. Here comes Zion bringing it down right side of the court. Şengün's going to pick him up. Zion's going to put his head down, tack the rim. Gets blocked by Adams at the rim. It's a 2-on-1 home run pass to Easton. Easton, Euro step down the lane, easy righty layup. And that's the strength of his game. Get him out in transition. He's going to get the finish. Here comes Jeremiah Fears pushing it the other way. 36-30. A 6-point lead for the Houston Rockets. 9:32 to go here. They're not guarding Alvarado. He chucks up another 3. He can't get it to go from the left wing. Şengün with the rebound. He's telling his teammates, go, I got it. I'm really a point center out here. I'm bringing it down. Şengün walks into a foul line pull-up jumper, splashes it nothing but net. That's not good defense right there. Way too comfortable walking into a pull-up mid-range jumper there. If he walked into a pull-up 3, I'd go, okay, you live with that shot. That's fine. He walked into a foul line pull-up jumper. That's bad defense right there. Şengün's going to knock that down 9 times out of 10. He didn't even really get a hand up. Andres said, also like and subscribe to my boy Chef. Appreciate you. Join the stream. Have fun with basketball fans. Tell your friends and family. Anyone pull up Chefy can keep these amazing streams going. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. We're going to be live all season long. We just going to be live all season long. We're just going to do as many games as possible. Obviously, we do every single Knicks game. We're not going to miss a Knicks game. But we're going to be live Monday through Saturday. And whatever games we decide to do is whatever games we end up deciding to do. Right. Speaking of, I'll throw in the chat early tonight. We can go through it real quick right now. What games we might want to do tomorrow. So this is tomorrow's schedule. We got Grizzlies, Hornets at 7. Raptors, Celtics, a rematch of Raptors, Celtics. We don't got to watch that again. Maybe if you guys might want to see it. This should be the last preseason game for both of these teams. So maybe the starters will actually play in this game. The last time we watched Raptors, Celtics, it was bench units for both sides. Still ended up being a pretty fun, entertaining game. And then we got late night games. This is a Wednesday? There's just not great games on. None of these are very good games. Neither of these are very good games. David said, Houston, OKC, opening night, are you doing? Absolutely, David. We're going to be there. The Knicks are not playing an opening night, so we're going to be there. We're going to be there. Opening night is the 21st. So we will be doing one of maybe both games. Maybe. If I'm feeling it. If I'm feeling it, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll take the next day off. We'll see. Maybe I'll take the next day off of work. We'll see. Maybe we'll do both games. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We got time. We got another week. It is, I believe, the 21st. Oh, yeah. That's the early game. That's 7:30 start time. That's NBC Peacock. Okay, NBC's open up the season. Okay, NBC, I see you. I see you, NBC. And then you get Warriors Rockets. Cool. Fun. Enjoyable. Not really. We might not do this game. I don't really care about this game. This game, fun. This game, eh. So we'll do the early game. We'll do the 7:30 game. So we'll have Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. No, we'll have the weekend. We'll have the weekend. We'll have Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then we're here on Tuesday for opening night. Oh, we're back into it. That was fast. And my timer was ticking the whole time. Under 9 to go here. Under 9 to go. All right, let's get back to where we were. Jabari Smith Jr. backing down. Kicks it out to Şengün up top, being guarded by Missy, who's back in. Şengün kicks it out. Easton a straightaway three. They're going to dare him to shoot all game long. He can't get it to go. Adams with the offensive rebound, battling for it. Missy had it off a nice contest and then gets tied up by Şengün or Adams. One of the two. I mean, you got two centers in there battling Missy. I think he did a pretty good job holding his own in that spot. So the jump ball is between Adams and Missy. Doug Press said, Zion is a beast when he's not hurt. Yeah, man. Damn near unguardable when he's not hurt. When he can actually play some basketball. He's dominant. Missy wins the tip, but Easton able to steal it. Easton driving the baseline. Gets fouled. Going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Easton has been fantastic so far tonight. He's got 10 points. Jabari has been incredibly aggressive so far. Right? 9 shot attempts already, leading the team. Kevin Durant checking back in here for Şengün. Easton steps to the foul line, splits a pair of free throws. Knocked down the second one, but missed the first one. 39-33, 8:27 to go. Jose Alvarado has it up top. Hands it off to Trey Murphy, a deep three. Airballs it. Not a great shot. Not a great shot. Jabari Smith Jr. bringing it down. Jabari being pressured out by Trey Murphy. Knocked it out of his hands. Jabari goes back to recover it. And then an offensive foul on Jabari Smith Jr. hooking Trey Murphy. Ball going back the other way. Andres said, how do you feel about Jordan Clarkson on the Knicks? Personally, good idea. Him and Hart are going to be grab 20 rebounds tonight because our guards love being centers. Jordan Clarkson's not grabbing more than like 4 rebounds a game. 3 rebounds a game, maybe. He's okay. He's okay. We'll see how it goes. Jordan Clarkson 2.0. Alvarado coming off the Missy screen. Throws allowed to Missy. He gets a 2-handed slam out of it. Okay, Alvarado. Showing up. I'm a true point guard out here. I'm not like the rookie fears. We bring different things to the table. Let me show you what I can bring. Shepherd has it up top, being guarded by Poole. A pull-up 3 for Shepherd. They gave him some space. He can't get it to go. Missy with the rebound. Here comes Sadiq Bey, bringing it down the other way. Bey on the right side of the court. Going to put Reed Shepherd in the post. Spins along the baseline. Goes in. Can't get the layup to go. Fight for his own rebound. Can't get it. Reed Shepherd able to pick it up. He's pushing it the other way. It's a 3-on-2 over to KD. A mid-range pull-up jumper in transition. You rarely see that. Came up short, but got a nice friendly shooter's bounce as he hit the front of the rim, rolled over the top, and he got it to drop down. Poole Gets it over to Missy. Back to Poole. Poole, pull up three. Off the screen. Off the handoff. Can't get it to go. Missy knocks the rebound right to Jabari Smith. Smith bringing it down. Crossing over to his left. Euro steps down the lane. Draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Jabari Smith has been incredibly aggressive so far here tonight. I like it. I also like that they're putting him in these weird spots where he's playing like a pseudo point position where he's bringing the ball down and being a bit of an initiator right now. Okay. He said these Rockets are going to be a tough matchup for everybody. I mean, they're just leaning into how big they are. Like, we're just going to play our 3 centers together. Like, oh, that doesn't make sense. And they're like, we're going to try it. And it's working out. They're all 3 of them have completely different play styles and thrive in completely different spots on the court. And it's working out, right? Working out. Jabari knocked down the first free throw. Got one more coming. Jabari goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. 43-35, back to an 8-point lead for the Rockets. Alvarado tried to get it over to Saddiq Bey, knocked out of his hands, but able to recover it. Alvarado driving to his right in the lane, throws up a floater, gets it to go. Okay, Alvarado, making something out of nothing. Thompson bringing it down. Directing some traffic here, playing point guard. Thompson coming to, crosses over to his left. Now back to his right, scoop lay with the right hand, high off glass. Got it to go over the shot blocker and Missy. Beautiful move from Amin Thompson. Explosive move. Alvarado turning on the Jets all the way to the rim. Righty layup gets it to go. Okay, Alvarado just, again, making something out of nothing. I'm just going to go get me a basket right now. Especially when the team needs something right now. With Zion out, Trey Murphy not giving them a whole lot, Herb Jones out. Alvarado, that's his 2 baskets in a row, 2 for 4 from the floor. First 2 shots of the game were threes, missed them. Said, okay, let me get some easy ones. Knocked down a floater, came back the other way, turned on the Jets, got to the rim, got a ready layup to go. Seeing that Reed Shepard was the backline defender and was like, I could finish over that guy. I'm maybe 6 feet tall, but he's also about 6'1". So that's not too much for me to get right to the rim and get the finish over him. Good job from Jose Alvarado. In this lineup, you got Alvarado, Saddiq Bey, Jordan Poole, Eve Missy, and Herb Jones. And Herb Jones being 1 for 6 from the field, 0 for 3 from three-point range. Eve Missy, not a creator, obviously, more of a play finisher and a lob threat. Jordan Poole, 3 for 5 from the field. We're not doing a ton of ball handling right now. Jose Alvarado just being like, I got y'all. Let me be a point guard right now. Let me direct some action here. 45-39. 6-point game. It hasn't hit double digits at any point, I don't believe, so far tonight. Largest lead was 8 by the Rockets earlier in the first. Again, they matched it here in the second. The Pelicans have had some helter-skelter play. It's been solid. It's been some solid play from the Pelicans, but it's been inconsistent. Part of the reason why they're down 6 right now. It's been inconsistent. We've seen Zion get active, get out and run, create disruption defensively, get his team out on the fast break. And then you've seen the Rockets, especially in the half court, be able to guard Zion because they got like 3 goddamn centers out on the court. So it's been an uneven performance from the Pelicans. Still probably trying to figure themselves out. Again, they dealt with so many injuries last year that seeing them here all together, Zion, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, all on the court together is like, oh, I know they've been on the team together for like 3-4 years now, but seeing them all on the court at the same time is still like, oh, wow, we don't see this all that often because one of them's usually hurt all the time. I think it's a New Orleans curse thing. I don't think they have a very good medical staff, and I think it really hurts their team overall. But here we go. We're back into the action. Thompson's going to bring it down for the Rockets. Being guarded full court by Alvarado. Trying to apply some pressure. Thompson able to beat it. Swings it out. Jabari Smith Jr. left corner 3 wide open. In and out. Can't get it to stay. Bey with the rebound. Here comes Herb Jones pushing it the other way. Jones on the left wing. Up top to Poole. Jordan Poole behind the back. Driving to his right. Trying to break down the defense. Throws up a tough contested floater. That's because he felt some contact. draws the foul on, I believe, Eason. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. So Poole at the foul line for 2 free throws. That's the first one to go. Got one more coming. Got my timer still going. My bad. But it's only a 5-point game. If he makes it, it's only a 4-point game. It feels like, again, the Rockets should probably be up like 10 plus. Probably have a double-digit lead right now, but Şengün has it up top. Coming to his left. Takes it up top to Jabari Smith Jr. Straightaway 3. Can't get it to go. Again, the aggressiveness from Jabari. And Alvarado and Thompson, they're getting into it. They're getting into it. Thompson, they're getting into it. Like really pushing and grabbing and shoving and going at each other. All right, so now we got to review it. Commentators said they saw a punch thrown. Show me. Show me. Poole did knock down the other free throw, by the way. It's a 4-point game. I don't know what happened. It just looked like some regular basketball contact, or maybe they got tangled up and whatnot. Show me the replay. Show me this phantom punch. Show it to me. I want to see the punch. We getting real deal beef in preseason? We throwing hands in preseason? That's what we're doing now? Andre said, good game and not much excitement. They're not giving us a ton of highlight plays so far. The issue is that the defensive intensity isn't entirely there from either side. Right? Offense is only exciting when there's a force against it. And the defensive intensity has been uneven from both sides. They're probably going like 70-ish% on the defensive side of the ball. Show me the replay. Don't show me an image of the refs looking at the replay, finally. So now they get to it. Now they're pushing and shoving. Maybe Thompson threw the punch. What it looked like on that replay there? Okay, here's a better angle of it. They get tied up. He mushed Alvarado in the face, Thompson. They hit the floor. Alvarado's not going to let it slide. And then he tried to mush him again. Just pushed. No punches were thrown. But, so here's what happened. Alvarado is just bear hugging Thompson, trying to box him out. They get tied up. Thompson doesn't like it. He pushes Alvarado. But by pushing Alvarado, he mushes him in the face. Alvarado obviously takes exception to it. He's still holding on, so he's kind of coming down, but he's not going to let go of the jersey, so he tries to get back up, tries to push him. Thompson, like, all right, get off me, tries to push him again. That could kind of be seen where the punch was thrown, but there was no real punch thrown. But in a preseason game, we probably just going to kick both of them out. In a preseason game, no need to. It's a preseason game. Just go ahead and get them both out. That said, refs watching TV on our TVs. Replays are available from 5 angles. Yeah, and they're going to show us for 10 seconds the refs standing there looking at the TV. We can't even see the TV because the refs are in the way. We're watching it from far behind. It's like, show me the replay. Anyway, I think in a preseason game, you're going to see both of these guys. Just get them out of here. Andre said beef in preseason is wild. Throwing hands in preseason is indeed wild. It's preseason. That's a no punches. No punches were thrown. A face mush was in play, though. Which might be worse. You ever got your face mushed in? Might be worse. Might be worse than getting punched in the face is being mushed in the face on national television. Go ahead. Ref talking to Alvarado right now. Alvarado's upset. In a preseason game, there really should be no discussion. Like, just get them both out. It's no big deal. It's a preseason game. That said, just a tackle, then mush twice. Yeah. Amin Thompson gets a flagrant one. Alvarado gets a technical. So everyone's going to stay in the game. We're going to get a technical for Alvarado. We're going to get a flagrant one for Amin Thompson for the face mush. We're going to keep everybody in the game, and let's keep it moving. Let's get back to some basketball action. Don't need to talk about it. It's preseason. We don't need to talk too much more about it. Come on. Come on. Commentator's still talking about some punch being thrown. Like, come on, man. We saw the replay. He said, there's no doubt in my mind I saw a punch be thrown. There was no punch. He was just mushing him in the face. Which, again, might be worse. I don't know if y'all have ever been mushed in the face like that. I guess KD misses a free throw. KD been terrible tonight. He 1 for 5, missing free throws, airballing shots. KD been bad. Man, gotta stretch these legs out, man. They got me standing around watching nothing. Put the game back on. Alvarado now gets the free throws. Got 2 free throws from a flagrant. KD shot the technical free throw from Alvarado. KD missed it. Alvarado knocks down both of his free throws. So after all of the fracas, Alvarado pulls his team within 1 possession. And Pelicans get the ball back. Okay. So they get it in the pool. Pool up top, gets it over to Alvarado. We're back into it. Alvarado being guarded by Thompson. Driving it down to the rim. Reverse layup. Can't get it to finish. Şengün with the rebound. Gets it over to Thompson. Shot out of a cannon. Bringing it down. Gets it over to Şengün. Up top. He's going to look to attack Missy. Stop, turn, spin. Flips it up with the right hook. Can't get it to go. Thompson with the rebound. Can't get the putback. Missy with the rebound. Throws it off of Thompson. And the ball is going to go back to the Pelicans. Nope, they're going to reverse it. Ball is going to stay here with the Rockets. They get it into KD in the high post, being guarded by Sadiq Bey. He's been off all night, but we know KD, if he wants to get a bucket, he can get a bucket. And just like that, he wanted to get a bucket now, so he just took him to the rim, gets an and one layup to go. Kevin Durant to the foul line for one more. Kevin Durant knocks down his free throw. Jordan Poole gets it over to Alvarado. Alvarado gets it over to Poole. Poole up top, being guarded by Eason. Jordan Poole coming to his right off the screen. Stop, turn. They show 2 defenders. A third defender comes over as Alvarado's in the corner. Eason picks it up, bringing it down. Gets it over to Thompson. Inside pass to Şengün. Şengün leans in. Over to Thompson. Down the lane. Scoop play with the left hand. Gets it to go and one over Misi. Rockets. Just when the Pelicans are starting to put a run together, Rockets back up by 7. Just like that. Where's Zion at? Throw Zion in for the last 4.5. Got to get Zion in. Right? We want to keep it close. We want a game. We want a game. 4:43 to go. Thompson to the foul line for one more. Excellent finish from him, by the way, on a helter-skelter play. Thompson knocks down his and one free throw. I think he's been perfect so far from the foul line tonight. Very good sign for his continued growth as a shooter. Herb Jones has it up top, coming to his left off the Missy screen. Throws a tough lob to Missy, but he's able to tip it up and in over Şengün. Wasn't a great pass, but Missy made something out of nothing. Şengün has it up top. Trying to feed the post. Good ball denial from the Pelicans. Got nowhere to go with it. Now they get it over to Jabari, but too strong, out of bounds. Ball going back to the Pelicans. Sloppy play from the Rockets there. Very sloppy play. And again, lackadaisical. We started off this game like breakneck pace, up and down. We're running. We're getting shots up. Let's play fast. Let's have fun. And now it's getting to a half-court game. But the defense has not ticked up for either side as of yet. You would think that the fracas from earlier would start to raise the intensity of this game a little bit. Maybe it will, but they call a foul on Jabari trying to guard Zion out of the high post. Foul on the floor. 4 minutes to go. We have Zion, Herb Jones, Yves Missy, Jordan Poole, and Trey Murphy III. The starting lineup is back on the court for the Pelicans to end this quarter. Same with the Rockets, with Durant, Smith Jr., Amon Thompson, Şengün, and Eason is in for the starting Adams. Herb Jones, Euro steps down the lane, gets an easy scoop layup with the right hand to go down. 4-point game yet again. Every time you think the Rockets maybe are going to start to pull away, the Pelicans pull us right back in. Thompson has it up top, being guarded by Zion. They get it over to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Thompson slips and falls. Gets it out to Şengün. Now over to KD. KD tries to get it out. Zion jumps the passing lane. It's stolen. Throw that lob up. Throw that. Come on, Trey Murphy. He got the fast break done. Cool. Fan. Awesome. That's great, Trey Murphy. Throw that lob up to Zion, man. Come on. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for, Trey Murphy. Şengün down the lane, and they call the offensive foul on Şengün. Momentum starting to shift the Pelicans' way once the starting lineup got together. Now we're moving and grooving. Trey Murphy got to throw that lob up to Zion, man. Got to throw that lob up to Zion. What are we doing? What are we doing? We got a technical foul. KD's at the foul line for a technical foul shot. Herb Jones technical foul. Herb Jones, what you doing, brother? What you doing? Herb Jones, come on. We got all the momentum in the world. What are we getting technical fouls for? (52-49), a 3-point game, 1-possession game, 3:20 to go here in the second quarter. Pelicans bringing it down. Herb Jones has it on the right wing. Coming off a Zion screen. Gets it to nobody. Zion was not expecting it, but Yves Missy able to pick it up. Gets it over to Poole. Poole with a running start. Throws up the floater. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Eason comes down with it, because of course he does. Eason has it up top. Poole comes back to guard him. Eason kicks it out to KD. KD has it on the right wing. Being guarded by Trey Murphy. KD's going to back him down, back him down, back him down. One-legged fall-away jumper. Gets it to go. Hit the Dirk on him. Just hit the Dirk. Kay Hazy said Trey Murphy or Josh Hart. That's tough, but maybe Trey Murphy. Probably Trey Murphy. Speaking of, in the lane, knocks down a righty floater. (54-51). Eason down the lane, puts up a tough follow-away jumper, airballs it. That's not your game, Eason. Good contest from Missy there. Trey Murphy, home run pass over to Zion. Zion kicks it out. Poole, pump fakes, sidestep, wide open three. Comes up short. Şengün with the rebound, home run pass. Over to KD. Mishandled the pass, but he's able to pick it up. Has it in the left corner. Back up top to Şengün. Şengün's going to look to attack Missy now off the bounce. Leans in, reverse layup. Got it, the scoop to go. Beautiful move from the big man, Şengün. 56-51, under 2 minutes to go. Poole up top, dancing with it against Thompson. Takes it out to Herb Jones, the right wing three. He hasn't hit one all night. And speaking of, he knocks that one down right there on the right wing. 2-point game. Minute and 40 to go in the second quarter. Reed Shepherd's at the scores table, incapable of coming in because there have been no whistles blown so far. Thompson has it up top, calling out of play. Steven Adams is in for Jabari Smith. They swing it around. Durant gets his three-point shot blocked. How many times do you see that? The extra effort there. Was that Jordan Poole? That wasn't Jordan Poole, was that? Speaking of, Trey Murphy III, Euro steps down the lane, gets the scoop lay with the left hand, tied at 56, trying to take the lead going into halftime. Here come the Pelicans, baby. Here come the Pelicans. Watch them fly. Watch them fly. KD has it up top. Saying, let me get a bucket real quick. I could feel the momentum shifting. Let me get a bucket. Cross-court pass to Eason, right wing three. Comes up short on it. Again, they're going to try and force Eason to knock down perimeter shots. Keep him out of the paint. Jordan Poole gets it over to Zion in the lane. Against contact, scoop layup. Can't get the layup to go. Just rolls off the front of the rim. Here come the Rockets pushing it the other way. Thompson in the open court goes up. Gets tackled in the air. And that's a foul on the Pelicans. Going to send Thompson to the foul line for 2 free throws. Okay, Hazy said, team's looking pretty equal. Kind of surprising even with Zion. I mean, so far tonight they look pretty equal. Yes, I would agree with that. It's just the defensive intensity hasn't really been there. It's still preseason defensive intensity, right? Every now and again, for a couple of possessions in a row, you see both teams like, all right, let's take it up this possession, y'all. Let's get a stop, and that's nice, that's cool and whatnot. But you're not seeing it for the entirety of the game, and maybe that's just who these teams are going into the regular season, like a bit inconsistent effort-wise, a little too cool for school for the Rockets, maybe. As for the Pelicans, still trying to figure things out. Again, even though these guys between Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, and Zion have been together for a couple of years now, they haven't really played a ton together because of all the injuries that they've dealt with, all 3 of them. Thompson knocks down both of his free throws. They get it over to Poole. Poole, a deep 3, trying to go 2 for 1 off the back rim. But my man Makovich in the game grabs the offensive rebound. Poole has it up top. Calling for a screen. Just got to get a good shot here. Poole sprays it out. Trey Murphy, wide open right wing 3. Excellent creation. Can't get it to go. Zion on offensive rebound. Back out the Poole. Going to hold it for a little bit again, but the Rockets are still going to have at least 1 possession to go. Poole spins, slips, and falls. Gets it over to Makovich. Makovich just going to settle for a 3 with the shot clock winding down. And he gets it to go down. My man, Makovich. Yes, sir. Carlo Makovich. I've been rooting for him all night long, and he rewarded me with a nice spot-up 3 there. Thompson driving it down, kicks it out to Durant. Durant's got to get something to go with the shot clock winding down. Good defense from Herb Jones. Fall away. Didn't matter. That's KD. That's K-Dizzle right there. Didn't matter. 60-59 will be the end of the first half score here. It didn't matter. KD off balance, lost the ball. I'm going to pick it up. Herb Jones right in my face. I'm going to fall away. I'm still going to knock down the jumper. Still going to knock it down. Andres said I'd take Josh Hart over Murphy. I'd probably take Murphy. I am interested to see Josh Hart off the bench in a Mike Brown offense, but I'd probably take Murphy. Casey said it's a hard choice, though I might take Trey, but Josh has all the intangibles and tenacity. Yeah, I mean he's a New York player. We love Josh Hart for sure, but Trey Murphy is that guy. Trey Murphy is for sure that guy. Infinite range, working on his off the bounce game, becoming a much better finisher. Has the athleticism to get to the rim. Much younger than Josh Hart. I don't know if we want to take that into account and whatnot, but it's, you could go either way. You're going to get a good player either way. You're going to get a fantastic player either way. I think Trey Murphy at this point in his career still has all-star potential. Like maybe he could get to an all-star team. Josh Hart obviously is like just a really solid role guy. But we're here at halftime. 60-59 is our halftime score. What I do want to do, before we forget, let's do it right now real quick, before we go over box scores. We go around the league a little bit. I'm going to throw up the poll. We're going to have it on for the remainder of the stream as to what game we're going to be watching tomorrow on Wednesday. Some bad games on. I don't want to do the late game, so we really only have 2 options. We've done Rockets Celtics before, but none of the starters played in that game, right? All 4 major players for the Raptors were out between Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, and Emmanuel Quigley. All of them were not playing. Even Jakob Poeltl was out. So all 5 starters were out. And then for the Celtics, no Jaylen Brown. Payne Pritchard played. I don't remember who else was out for the Celtics, but Jaylen Brown was out. So all of the stars were out in that game. So I'm going to throw it up on the poll again. If we want to watch it and actually watch them play, actually watch 2 teams actually go against each other, I'll throw it up on the poll. It'll be up for the remainder of the stream. At the end of the stream, whoever wins it out. And then we got Grizzlies Hornets. Now, we've seen a couple of Grizzlies games. Haven't been great just because they're dealing with all the injuries. I mean, they're 0-3 so far here in preseason. The Hornets have LaMelo. They have Brandon Miller. They have Con Knipple. They have a bunch of young guys that they're trying to work in right now. So they could be fun to pull up and watch. So, Robert Jackson, what's up, Rob? Who makes the jump this season, Zion or Trey? I mean, Zion's already I don't know if there's a jump per se for Zion. Like, he's already awesome. The thing that holds him back is health. So if we're talking about, like, can he be healthy this year? That's, like, just, I hope so. I think Trey is the guy to, like, make the jump just because he's got all the skills. He's shown the ability to make the jump. Had the ball in his hands a little bit last year. Went on a nice run last year before going out with an injury. So I'll say Trey. Just off of the sole basis that I don't think there's a jump for Zion to necessarily make. Obviously, he can still get better. But, like, just being on the court for at least 65 games would be a nice step up for Zion's career. Speaking of, let's just go ahead and throw this up in our poll so far. K. Hazy said, Trey playing off of Zion might make a jump. Yeah. Great point. Actually having Zion alongside you to take a lot of the pressure off of you will help Trey Murphy also make a jump. So tomorrow we have two options. We could do Grizzlies versus the Hornets, or we could do the Raptors versus the Celtics and hope that, not even hope, I would presume that both of these teams are going to actually play their guys. So that'll be up for the remainder of the stream. We did it the other night, but we did it at the very end. So we're going to leave it up. I can let it decide what you want to do, and that's the game we'll do tomorrow. Whatever you decide is the game we'll do, because I'm not beholden to either of these games. I think they're both fine. They both have entertainment to them. You got LaMelo, you got Brandon Miller, you got Con Knipple, you got young guys to watch. For the Hornets, for the Raptors, Celtics, we can check on our guys RJ and Quick. I presume they're going to play. I can't make any promises, obviously. I assume they're going to play, because the last time we watched these two teams play, they did not play. I assume they're going to play either tonight. Andres said it's halftime. Thus, I got to say, like and subscribe to my dog Sheffy and watching him for 2 to 3 years. Favorite streamer to watch when it comes to Knicks and our sports. So show him some love, like us up. Appreciate you, Andres. Appreciate you, my man. So let's go through some box scores. Go back to tonight's action. We'll go through this Cavaliers-Pistons game. No Kate Cunningham. No Jalen Duren, I believe. Some of the starters out. No Jaden Ivey. So I think we made the right choice watching Rockets-Pelicans. So, as for the Rockets, Jabari Smith Jr. has been by far the most aggressive player on the court. Kevin Durant still found himself taking 9 shots. I thought he was pretty quiet and pretty passive. Not in a bad way, but just like, y'all do your thing. I'm here if you need me. Robert Jackson said Raptors. I don't mind the pick. I don't mind Raptors Celtics at all. Again, last night we watched the Raptors Celtics preseason game, but both teams held a ton of guys out. So in this game, I assume both teams will play their guys just as a tune-up for the regular season. So should be a much better game. It was still entertaining. Went down to the wire, but should be a much better game. Kevin Durant still found himself 10 points at halftime. You know, he turned it up at the end of the second quarter, feeling the momentum shifting toward the Pelicans, and he was like, all right, give me the ball. Let me help my team out here, rebuild momentum. And that's kind of what the Rockets really needed with Kevin Durant. When momentum would shift, the Rockets would continue to pound their head against the brick wall, like, no, we're going to keep going to the basket, keep throwing it in the Şengün. Now they could throw it over to Kevin Durant. He's like, I got y'all. Slim Reaper. Easy money. Right? Mid-range jumper falling away with Herb Jones all over me. Don't matter. I'm going to swish it up, nothing but net. So having Kevin Durant on this team is, it's going to open a lot of things up. Unfortunately, the Fred VanVleet thing is really going to hold them back. But we'll see how they navigate that. They look pretty good so far tonight. Amin Thompson looks pretty decent so far, directing traffic and whatnot. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. Steven Adams tonight, 0 points. Does have 4 rebounds. All 4 of them being offensive rebounds. Şengün with 6 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, doing a little bit of everything, but doesn't need to be relied upon as the main go-to scorer anymore. I really like how aggressive Jabari Smith Jr. is, taking the most shots of anybody in the game with 11, 5 for 11 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3. A lot of them are pretty decent looks that, if he has a good night, he could see himself scoring 30, 35 points on any given night if this is the way teams are going to play him, considering you have Durant to worry about, you have Thompson to worry about, you have Şengün to worry about. I could see it. I could see it. When we go to the bench, Tari Eason was phenomenal. He wasn't good. He wasn't great. He was phenomenal. Started to peter out towards the end there. 11 points, only 2 rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks, and whatnot. But it was all over the place, causing havoc. We don't call him the Rockets chaos engine for nothing, right? The Josh Hart of the Rockets. 11 points off the bench. He's their sixth man. And he played that role pretty spectacularly. 16 minutes. They clearly love what he brings. I mean, I love what he brings. I think everybody should love what Tari Eason brings. He can be a bit chaotic, but it's all mostly positive, right? And then when it starts to trend negative, that's when you pull him back out. Reed Shepard in his 8 minutes, took 3 shots, all 3 of them, 3-point shots. Where's my pointer? Why am I not using my pointer? All 3 of them, 3-point shots for Reed Shepard. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. I thought for the most part he was fine. I thought for the most part he looked like he belonged somewhat. Wasn't too terrible. Andres said if Durant stays healthy and the Rockets play good ball, they can be a top 5 team in the West. I don't think they can be a top 5. I think they should be they should be the 3rd seed at worst. 3rd seed at worst. I think at best they could be 1 or 2. They'll be up there competing for those spots for sure. For sure. I think if they ended up being like the 5th seed, it'd be a disappointment. Something very much went wrong. We go over to the Pelicans, and the Pelicans, bit mismatch all over the place. Zion with only 6 points, which he scored, I think, all in the first quarter. I don't think he scored in the second quarter. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals for Big Zion. Cool. I need a little bit more points from you, big dog. His minutes have kind of been weird. He played 15. All the starters, 15. Trey Murphy's played 17. So obviously trying to move guys around and have them play a couple of different spots and keeping their minutes at a certain point is what Willie Green is kind of focusing on right now. Herb Jones, 3 for 8 from the field. He finally knocked down a 3 late in the second half. 7 points for Herb Jones in the first half. Pretty good, with obviously his excellent brand of defensive basketball. Good to Yves Missy, but he was all right. 3 for 6 from the field. Kind of getting swallowed up a little bit with the bigs of Houston. Not to be surprised, they're huge, and so every center is going to be like, God damn, these dudes are big. Except for the New York Knicks, who got Karl Anthony Towns and Big Mitchell Robinson down there. Go ahead and deal with them dudes. We'll see how they match up. But I thought he was pretty solid. 2 blocks, 2 turnovers, 3 fouls. A little all over the place for the second-year big man. But he's still learning, obviously. Pretty solid first half against a really, really good, really, really strong front line that the Rockets have. You go to Jordan Poole, and Jordan Poole we know is a mixed bag. Jordan Poole with, also, it's a little small for you guys. Let me go ahead and increase the size for you. Hold on. My bad. That's on me. That's on me. There you go. Hold on. I think I actually like it better like that, just so it's a little bit bigger. So we can see a little bit more information. The Rockets are 4 for 9 from 3-point range, shooting 43% from the floor. They are getting to the foul line, 14 for 16 from the foul line. Trey Murphy III leading them in scores, 5 for 10 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3 on like pretty wide open looks on every single one of them. Definitely capable of knocking these down. 11 points so far tonight for Trey Murphy. He is a minus 13 though. Not great. 2 steals, an assist, 4 rebounds. You want to see a little bit more, but I like some of the juice he's bringing. 4 of his made baskets have come inside the arc, which is what you want to see because you know he's a knockdown 3-point shooter. You're not worried about his perimeter shooting. And so seeing him knock down 3 interior shots, getting into the paint, knocking down Euro step layups around shot blocking bigs is fantastic to see from Trey Murphy. You go to their bench, not a ton, but by committee, they contributed a decent amount. Sadiq Bey with 4. I thought Makovic, you look at the box score, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. I've been talking about Makovic all night long. We're like, I kind of like what the big man is bringing. I thought he was pretty solid. 3 points, 2 boards, and assist. Not going to blow you away with his box score. Sadiq Bey, when he was in the game, he's somehow a plus 12, which is why I don't like the plus minus. I got to stop slapping this side of the green screen, or I could just fix it. There we go. Should be better. All right, should be better. There we go. I mean, you can see a little bit down there, but should be better. Makovich, I've been talking about how much I like him. I also don't like I got to fix the lighting. We'll figure it out. Again, early. It's early. I like what Makovich has been bringing. I like what he's been bringing in his 9 minutes. He's been impactful. He's been good for them. You get the Jose Alvarado, who got into the fracas with Amin Thompson earlier in the game. 2 for 5 from the field. Missed his first 2 shots of the game, which were the 3-point shots he kind of was just chucking up there. They were open, but they didn't look confident. They didn't look comfortable. He did knock down his 2 flagrant foul free throws. He's got 6 points. He's the leading scorer off the bench. When he was in the game, he was pushing the pace. He was playing pretty well. I like what we've seen from Jose Alvarado, more so when he started to get more comfortable in the game. I thought Jordan Hawkins was truly horrific tonight. And I like Jordan Hawkins. I like Jordan Hawkins, right? I'm a big UConn fan. I like Jordan Hawkins. I think he could be a good NBA player. Boy, oh boy, do I think he was horrible so far in that first half. In his 4 minutes, 1 for 2 from the field, 2 turnovers for a guy who doesn't handle the ball, isn't asked to handle the ball. One of them was they passed him the ball and it went right through his hands. Another one was him trying to dribble it off a handoff and just got taken right out of his hands. Both times the other team scored on it. His defense was bad. I thought he was just a complete disaster in his 4 minutes. What was he? Jordan Hawkins was a plus 10. I don't like the plus minus at all. In his 4 minutes, I thought he was horrendous, and yet he ends up being a plus 10. Explain that to me. Jeremiah Fears came in. He played 9 minutes, 2 for 3 from the field. He did miss his 1 3-point shot. Scored 4 points, has 2 steals, an assist, 3 rebounds. I thought he was impactful. Jordan Hawkins and Jose Alvarado. Jeremiah Fears and Jose Alvarado probably battling for some backup point guard minutes here. And so far in the first half, I think they both made a pretty solid case that they both kind of deserve some minutes. We'll see how Willie Green kind of tackles this as the year goes on. Obviously, they invested a pretty high first-round pick in Jeremiah Fears, a lottery pick in Jeremiah Fears. So I would assume he kind of just gets the benefit of the doubt in terms of playing time. Like, he'll just get some of the playing time just because we're already invested in this guy. While Jose Alvarado may be some trade bait. We'll see. If Jeremiah Fears shows to be a legit capable of being a legit rotation player this year, Jose Alvarado might end up seeing himself on the trade market. Again, we'll kind of see how that develops, but makes sense considering you drafted this guy, and so you're going to invest in him heavily, while this guy was an undrafted dude who, became a fan favorite and is a nice, solid role player. Again, he's done really nice things tonight. You would think he'd earn himself some minutes here, especially considering what he's done with this team in the past. But, he's a bit of the heart and soul of the team a little bit. He's got a little bit of that to his game with a lot of the intangibles he has. Again, got into it with Amin Thompson. So he's got a lot of that juice to him that adds toughness to a team. You don't want to take that away, but you do want to give Fears some minutes, some playing time. So how do you balance that as the season goes on? Do you find minutes for both of them, and then whoever has it going that night is who you go with? Because Jeremiah Fears, as a rookie, he's going to have nights where he looks horrible, and then he's going to have nights where you see all of the potential that got him drafted in the lottery. So it's going to be that kind of year. It's going to be that kind of year for the Pelicans, who I'm sure have playoff aspirations, but also you got to understand that where you are in your team building so far, where it feels like they cleaned house a little bit, getting rid of CJ McCollum, bringing in DeJounte Murray. They're going to get him back healthy at some point. So. All right, here we go. Start of the second half. Jordan Poole, mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Here come the Rockets bringing it down the other way. Thompson has it up top again, directing some traffic. Trying to be a point guard out there. They get it to Durant. High post being guarded by Herb Jones. Steps through, weaves in, scoop layup. Can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it. Gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Rockets. KD's looking for the foul call. He didn't get it. Just that to the West Coast World Series coming. I've seen enough Canadian teams this month, and I haven't watched any hockey. Just that today. KD will probably play 60 games, I guess. Maybe. I mean, he's old, and he's dealt with some injuries. Jabari Smith Jr. curling off a screen. Can't knock down the little, 10-footer. Jordan Poole bringing it down. Little start and stop. Draws the foul. Foul on the floor. Foul on Jabari Smith. So side out of bounds for the Pelicans here. They get it into Zion up top. The starters do come back out for the second half for both sides. Zion attacking Şengün. Little fall away mid-range jumper in the paint. Gets it to go. Beautiful move from Zion. Didn't have to force the layup. Take that little 8-footer there. Like it. I like it from Big Z. Thompson gets it over to Adams. Adams tries to get it in the corner to KD. Knocked out of bounds by Herb Jones. All ready to start the second half here. Feeling a little bit more defensive intensity. You know, this might be the last stretch for the starters we see tonight. So it makes sense for them to say, okay, we'll give it one more push. Amin Thompson off the handoff. Obviously, they're going to continue daring him to shoot. Knocks down his second three of the game on a little pull-up there. Zion attacking the left baseline. Stops, turns, spins. KD comes over to help, and he turns it over. A little too predictable from Zion there. Can't turn your back on the defense in that spot. Şengün on the right wing. He's going to be picked up by Herb Jones. Going to bully ball his way down the lane. Herb Jones knocks it out of his hands, and Zion picks it up, and we're off and running the other way. Zion in transition. Get it over to Trey Murphy. Murphy back up top to Poole. Poole calling for a screen. Coming to is right off the Herb Jones screen. Full head of steam, driving it down. Gets blocked at the rim by Şengün. A lot of contact, no foul call. Both guys down in the backcourt. So it's 4-on-4 here. Jabari has it in the post. Go quickly. Move the ball around. Move. Go quickly. They don't. They're going to wait for Şengün to come back. He's got Jordan Poole on him in a mismatch. Spins, kicks it out. Jabari, right corner three. Gets it to go. Jabari, extremely aggressive. No hesitation. You get me the ball and I got some breathing room, I'm letting it fly. Very confident play from Jabari Smith Jr. tonight. Herb Jones on the right wing, attacking to his left off the Missy screen. Goes up, tries to go down with the left-handed hammer. Can't get it to go as he gets blocked by the rim. Missy with the rebound, though. Out the Poole, back out to Jones. Jones, inside to Zion. Back out. Herb Jones, the left wing three. Can't get it to go. Şengün with the rebound. Here comes Amin Thompson. Thompson bringing it down. Thompson's going to look to attack Missy. Goes through a little Gortat screen from Steven Adams. Fending off Missy, the defender, and he gets an easy scoop layup with the right hand. Back up by 7 are the Rockets. And every time the Rockets go up, feels like they're building momentum. Here comes Zion Williamson the other way. Can't get the layup to go, but he does draw the foul as Şengün hits the floor. Zion just like shakes off the contact. Guys bounce off of Zion. It's like prime LeBron. It's so crazy to see one grown man go into the paint during a basketball game. And, like, there's just a ton of contact there. And one guy just, like, goes up, ton of contact, and guys are just flying off of him, and he just walks away. Crazy every time. I love watching Zion play. He's at the foul line now. This is a free throw. Got one more coming. Zion misses 2 free throws. Can't be missing free throws, big dog. Can't be missing free throws. Here comes Thompson bringing it down. He has it up top. Get it over to Adams. Thompson has it on the right wing. Coming to his right. And they get Jordan Poole with a blocking foul. He's trying to draw the charge. Takes a dive. Trying to sell it. 8:45 to go here in the third quarter. Pelicans, they swing it around. Jabari, wide open left corner three, comes up short on it. Steven Adams tipping the rebound to himself. He's just trying to pad his stats. He gets the tip in to go. And a timeout for the Pelicans as they're now down by the largest lead of the game, which is 9 right now. Timeout from the Pelicans and Willie Green. Want to talk a couple of things over. And beat up on the glass right now. And I thought at least, the intensity was going to start to pick up here in the second half because that's kind of the way it felt coming out of halftime. And the first couple of plays I saw here in the second half, and now kind of dipping back down with the intensity yet again. So we're going to get a Pelicans timeout. They're going to talk some things over. Interested to see if they're going to bring in any new players. What we didn't do, though, by the way, is we did not check Cavs game. Did not check the Cavs box score. And that game's over. Cavs won at 118-100. No Cade Cunningham. Who else didn't play? No Cade. Duran did play. Thompson played. Robinson played. Jenkins played. No Ivy. Ron Holland off the bench played, I believe. Yeah, Ron Holland. I saw that. No Karis LeVert. No Cade Cunningham. No Jaden Ivey. No Marcus Sasser. All relevant role players for them. As for the Cavs, they pretty much played everybody. No Garland. I think Garland's out, though, to start the year, right? Just that said, we will get overtime. Don't do this to me. Stop giving me the overtime game. I'm just trying to watch 48 minutes of basketball. Stop trying to give me 53. We're not here for that right now. It's preseason. Regular season, give me all the overtimes in the world. Preseason, let me go to bed. As for the Cavs, Mitchell, 17 and 29 minutes. Allen gave him 15. Mobley only gave him 8. 3 for 13 from the field. Missed all his threes. 6 boards and 5 assists. 2 steals, 3 blocks. He was all over the place, though. Good for him. And then nothing else to really write home about. Lonzo was out there. He knocked down 2 3. Shout out Lonzo. Always going to support Lonzo Ball. Like to see him do well. I do like to see him do well. But that's pretty much it. Again, not really good. Killian Hayes is on the Cavs? Shout out Killian Hayes. I thought he was on the Nets. Killian Hayes bouncing around, trying to stick in the league. But again, I think we made the right choice watching this game here tonight, even though the intensity hasn't been as high as you want to see it. We do have all the stars playing. We do have all the guys we want to watch play. Bulls Nuggets is also probably pretty good. Thunder Bucks. Of course, the Thunder are playing their guys tonight. Of course they are. Because of course they are. The one time we watched the Thunder, they don't play anybody. Of course. Playing all their guys tonight. Love to see that. Love to see that. We get an off-ball foul here as we get back into it. So no substitutions made. Both teams with the same starting 5 back out there. They get it into Herb Jones. Little Euro step, but Herb Jones, $1 million move, but 10-cent finish. Can't get the little layup to go. And walking it up the court, Jabari Smith Jr., no conscience tonight, just firing it away. He's got the greenest of green lights on the other end. Zion to the rim. Bad layup attempt, well contested, doesn't even hit the rim, side of the backboard. Get it out to Jabari Smith Jr. attacking, step back, fall away, gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. He looks fantastic so far tonight. Again, it's all confidence. It's all, knowing I got the green light. I'm really this guy. I put in the work in this offseason, and I'm hooping. I'm going to hoop. Jabari Smith Jr. leading all scorers with 22 points so far tonight, 7 for 15 from the floor, 4 for 9 from 3. I like it. I like it. I'm sure he fancies his game a little bit after Kevin Durant, so having him as a teammate alongside of him here this early in his career, I mean, he's going into his 4th year now, 4th, 5th year. But having Kevin Durant early in his development like this is going to pay huge dividends for his season. It's already, from what I've seen so far in this one preseason game, boy, oh boy, does he look comfortable and confident. And his teammates look comfortable and confident with him taking those shots. Now, maybe it's the way the Pelicans are guarding him specifically, deciding to leave him as the weakest link and seeing if Jabari Smith can beat them. But so far, he's beating them. So far, he's beating them tonight. Largest lead of the game for the Houston Rockets, 14 points, 75-61. As Jabari knocks down both free throws. Under 8 minutes to go. Zion bringing it down. He's been very quiet since that first quarter. Hasn't given us much to be hyped about. But beautiful inside pass to Yves Missi. He gets just as I say that, gorgeous pass to Yves Missi as he was attacking. Easy two-handed slam for Yves Missi. Thompson has it. And they call a foul on Herb Jones. Trying to deny Kevin Durant the ball. Don't blame him. Don't want that guy touching the ball either. If I was a defender, I wouldn't even want him touching the ball. So I don't blame Herb Jones there at all. They get it into Şengün. Zion jumps the passing lane. They can't get it. They swing it out to a wide open Jabari. He can't get it to go. Şengün with the offensive rebound inside to Thompson. He loses it. He picks it back up. Back over to Şengün. Surrounding him in the paint. Throws it away. Zion picks it up. Fast break all by yourself. Give us a show. 360. Tomahawk jam for Zion Williamson. There you go, big dog. There you go. Give us a show. Back to a 10-point game. Every time you think they're out, the Rockets pull us back in, guys. Rockets pull us back in. We'll see how far they can go with this little comeback here. Şengün driving it down to the rim. Can't get it to go, but he does draw the foul, and Missy is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Pelicans are a little upset about that, saying Zion's getting hit in similar ways on the other end. .360 fast break dunk from Zion, and it looked real easy, by the way. It looked real easy. It's a great sign for Pelicans fans everywhere, for Zion Williamson fans everywhere. It's a great sign for him. Healthy and spry. Was like, let me give y'all a show real quick. On the replay of the Zion dunk, you can see in the background, Steven Adams is jogging back to inbound the ball, and he's got this huge smile on his face, like, hey, look at the young kid put on a show. Steven Adams is great. Under 7 minutes to go here. Approaching the halfway point. Zion gets it off the handoff, attacking, leaning in, going up off glass, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Here comes the Rockets pushing it the other way. The size really impacting Zion here in the paint. He gets past one big man, got to deal with another big man. They called Jordan Poole with another reach-in foul here as Thompson was pushing the pace. Zion Williamson to the bench, Saddiq Bey in. Wanted to see more from Zion tonight. He's got 10.3 boards, 3 assists, 5 for 10 from the field. So it wasn't a foul? It's a jump ball? What's going on? They're like lined up at the circle for a jump ball. No, they're lined up for free throws. They were just huddled around the circle for a discussion. They just wanted to talk about their dinner plans tonight, apparently. Amin Thompson at the foul line. He knocks down the first free throw. Thompson up to 20 points now. Jabari Smith Jr. and Amin Thompson killing the Pelicans here tonight. Thompson's 5 for 8 from the field, and he's got 21. Knocks down both of those free throws. Perfect from the line tonight. He's gone to the line multiple times, obviously. 6:30 to go. Herb Jones has it up top, dancing with it against Steven Adams, leans in, draws the foul, gets the lefty layup to go. Herb Jones to the foul line for one more. Pelicans hanging around a little bit here, hovering around a 10-point deficit. Not entirely out of it. They can knock down some perimeter shots. They can get themselves back into it. Again, the defensive intensity here tonight isn't super high. It's a preseason game. But the offense does look pretty solid for both sides. Both the Rockets and the Pelicans look pretty comfortable out there. Just that's at Zion a -20. You know I don't like that stat. Just that. Stop trying to make me cover the plus-minus stat. I don't like that stat. It's not a good representation of a player's impact. I thought we went over this at halftime. I thought Jordan Hawkins was horrendous, and he ended up the first half as a +10 in 4 minutes. Explain that. It doesn't make sense. Herb Jones has it up top, dancing with it against Saddiq Bey. Finds his balance, fall-away jumper, halfway down. Can't get it to stay. Pops out for Kevin Durant. Yves Missi with a good box out on rebound, battling again, 2 bigs in the paint. Yves Missi has had his handfuls all night long, and I think he's held his own for the most part. Jordan Poole has it up top. They're showing 2. They swing it out. Herb Jones, a right wing 3, no hesitation. Can't get it to go. The issue with this Rockets lineup is they're going to give up a lot of perimeter shots. They just don't have, between Kevin Durant, Şengün, Steven Adams, and Jabari Smith Jr., they just don't have a lot of guys who can fly around. So if you can get dribble drive penetration against this Rockets lineup, kick it out for 3-point shots, you should be able to generate good open looks. They throw it inside to Jabari Smith Jr., who had the mismatch. He ends up getting fouled. So he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws because the Rockets are in the bonus. 5:46 to go. Jeremiah Fears at the scores table getting ready to check in. Amin Thompson for the Rockets checking out. Reed Sheppard checking in. Tari Eason checking in. Smith Jr. knocks down the first free throw. Got another one coming. Just that Zion, no true looks, I guess. 4 steals, though. 4 steals solid. He was, impactful. I thought he was disruptive defensively, and when he was engaged defensively, like looking to make a play, oftentimes he did make a play. But again, the defensive intensity from both teams tonight has just been lackadaisical. Jordan Poole fouls out, by the way. That's his 6th foul. Smith Jr. knocks down his second free throw, goes 2 for 2 from the line. A 13-point lead for the Rockets here over the Pelicans, 81-68, 5:40 to go. Jeremiah Fears is in. Fears has it up top, being guarded by Shepherd, who's also in for the Rockets now. Fears, little fall-away mid-range jumper. Gets a nice friendly bounce off the front of the rim and gets a nice friendly roll to get it to drop down. Rolled around the rim a little bit. Where's my scoreboard off? 81-70. Şengün driving it down. Lost it out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Pelicans. They can get it to a single-digit lead here. Smith Jr. to the bench. Here comes Jeremiah Fears bringing it down, pushing the pace. Pushing it. Leaves it off for Yves Missy. Nice pass, a nice read from Fears, and great cut from Missy. Good catch, great finish. And it's a 9-point game. Not out of it. Reed Shepherd driving it down. Gets fouled by, who is that? Trey Murphy. Gets fouled by Trey Murphy. Just that's a Zion will learn the hard way to be a foul shot merchant. Hope not. All stars are, brother. All the stars are. You want to be a star in the NBA, you got to learn how to get to the foul line. And by learn how to get to the foul line, you better exaggerate that contact. All stars do it. Not all stars, but all of the stars do it. Just that's at 5:45 in the third. Foul out is aggressive. Or he just wanted an early night. He was like, screw it, get me out of here. Jeremiah Fears dancing with it up top. I like his ball handling. I mean, he is going up against Reed Shepherd, so it's not a ton of pressure, but he looks confident out there. Sadiq Bey in the lane, leans in. Good aggressive move. Draws the foul and one for Sadiq Bey. I've always been a fan of Sadiq Bey's game. Happy to see him healthy and hooping again. Was out for a while with a torn ACL, I believe. But back, making an impact. Reed Shepherd went to the line. He did knock down both free throws, so it's 83-75 now. Why is my scoreboard so off all the time? Am I hitting the wrong button? 83-75. Oh, no, that's because Sadiq Bey knocked down the free throw there. My scoreboard was not off. I was just early. Reed Shepherd bringing it down against Fears. Gets it over to Şengün. Şengün up top, being guarded by Bey. Şengün coming to his left, gets the switch on the Herb Jones. They get it over to KD. KD has it up top, gets it over to Eason. Little baseline pull-up jumper, airballs it. That's what you want from Eason. You want him shooting jump shots. You don't want him attacking the rim. Home run pass over to Jones, gets it over to, who is that? Hawkins. Hawkins gets blocked out of bounds by Reed Shepherd. You get blocked by Reed Shepherd, Jordan Hawkins? He has been horrendous so far tonight, man. Woof. Jordan Hawkins, come on, big dog. You're better than this. You're better than this. He looks like a guy lacking some confidence right now for sure. 8-point lead for the Rockets, 83-75. Pelicans have it. Gets it into Fears. Fears fires a right wing three. Gets blocked by Eason. Here comes Şengün bringing it down the other way. 4:12 to go. Şengün hands it off to Durant. Durant, very passive again, allowing his teammates to direct the offense here. They get it into Şengün. Şengün throws a lob. The pass was off, but the athleticism of Tari Eason able to grab it all the way back here, bring it all the way back in front of him, and get the layup to go. Fears turns it over, getting caught in the air. Bad turnover from him. Here come the Rockets pushing back the other way. Back to a 10-point lead. Durant has it against Jordan Hawkins. This is a bad mismatch. Hawkins not a good defender. Durant, the ultimate scorer. Little fall-away jumper at the foul line. Got it to go. You could almost chalk up those 2 points before he even took the shot. And then Tari Eason on the other end steals the inbounds, gets the layup to go, and just like that, bag up by 14 are the Houston Rockets, 89-75. Comes Fears bringing it down on the right wing, dancing with it. Coming to his left off the Makovic screen. My man Makovic is back in the game. Little mid-range pull-up jumper for Fears. Can't get it to go. Bey fighting for the rebound. Makovic fighting for the rebound. Here comes Durant after he snatches it. Kicks it out to Shepard. Shepard gets it into Şengün. Tries to get it into Şengün. A bad pass from Shepard. Really bad pass from Shepard. Jordan Hawkins able to pick it off. And then he fouls Saddiq Bey as he was bringing it down, trying to push the pace. 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Just as that said, first shot of the Knicks season, a cat 3 or a JB dribble drive lefty put up. I think it's going to be Mikal Bridges. I think Mikal Bridges is going to get the first shot. I think it's going to be off a movement. I think it's going to be a 3-point shot out of either the corner or the wing. I'm going to say 3-point shot out of, I'm going to say 3-point shot out of the right corner for Mikal Bridges. First shot of the season. I don't think it'll be Brunson, and I don't think it'll be Towns. I think it'll be either Bridges or Anunoby, right corner 3. One of those two guys will take a right corner 3 to start the game. Saddiq Bey knocks down both free throws. Both teams in the bonus here. 12-point game. 2:50 to go. Durant has it up top, dancing with it against Saddiq Bey. Pulls it back out. Zion is back in the game, by the way. He's guarding Durant out here. Durant driving it down, draws the foul. And they give him the and one as he just threw it up there. Kevin Durant going to the foul line for one more. Okay, Hayes said Mikal layup. I think it's going to be Mikal. I think the Knicks movement is going to get them an easy basket. It's not going to be off of Brunson because he's going to get a ton of the attention. It's not going to be from Towns. He's going to get a ton of the attention. I think they're going to hit either Mikal for a layup, but I really do think it's probably going to be like a corner 3. Just that said, Mikal or OG, obviously my third and fourth choice, but it's going to be a Mitch Alley. I hope it's a Mitch Alley. We opened the season in the Garden against the team that, a lot of people are like, it's Knicks Cavs, top of the East, battling it out, right? Open it up, get the Garden rocking, throw that Gotham lob up, let Mitchell Robinson bring it back down. Let's get the season started off right. Feed the big man, feed the beast. We get a timeout here from the Rockets. Zion's back in. KD going to the foul line for his one free throw. Has not taken it yet. 91-77, 14-point deficit for the New Orleans Pelicans here. Again, intensity pretty low here tonight. Pretty low, unfortunately. But we are seeing some brilliance offensively, for sure. Just that the rim rocker would be a better option. I mean, let's get the crowd up on their feet. I think a 3-point shot would do it. I think a big alley-oop would do it. I think a big dunk would do it, obviously. I think ball movement, getting your first basket off of some nice bang, 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 swing, 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 moving it around, hit the backdoor cutter. I think that'd really get the crowd going. How's the poll doing? What are we looking at? Who are we looking at? Raptors versus Celtics with 60%. Grizzlies versus Hornets with 40%. Okay. I'm going to let it rock for the last 12 minutes here. I mean, we got two and a half to go here in the third. And then I'll let it rock for the remainder of the fourth. And we'll figure it out at the end. Probably going to be Raptors, Celtics. Not great options tomorrow, right? I'll be honest. Not great options tomorrow. But we're going to go live Monday through Saturday, whether they're good games or they're bad games. We just going to have to go through it together. Here we go. We're back in. Durant has his one free throw attempt to take here. So the Pelicans come out with Zion, Saddiq Bey. Hunter Dickinson is in the game for the Pelicans. Okay. Michigan big. Jordan Hawkins and Jeremiah Fears, an eclectic group out there. Zion's going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting there. Saddiq Bey could also help him out. The Rockets in with Durant, Eason, Josh Okogie's in the game, Clint Capella's in the game, and Reed Shepherd. Durant knocks down his free throw because, of course, he does. They get it out to Hawkins. Hawkins sprays it over to Makovich. Makovich is in the game. No, it's Hunter Dickinson, excuse me. And they call a moving screen on Hunter Dickinson. So now the Rockets will bring it down off the turnover. Saddiq Bey trying to pressure KD full court. Not a great idea. I get they're just trying to tire him out a little bit. He's starting to get it going here. KD inside pass. Kogi loses it. It's a kick ball. It'll remain with the Rockets. A lot of walking around, not a lot of sweating from either side. You know what I mean? Like the intensity is just not very high here in the third quarter, late in the third quarter here. They get it into Capella. Capella hands it off to Shepherd. Shepherd snaking it to his right side. Pull up foul line jumper. Can't get it to go. Jeremiah Fears gets a running start with the rebound, bringing it down. Gets it out to Bay. Catches. Pump fake. Driving it down. Gets stripped. But Hunter Dickinson ends up with it, and he gets a nice little layup at the rim for his first 2 points of the night. It's only a 13-point game. It's not insurmountable, but Rockets have had momentum and control of this game for majority of it. As they get it out to Reed Shepherd, knocks down a right wing three. About time he gets his second three of the game. He's had good open looks. Zion gets it over to Hawkins, the right corner three. Can't get it to go, but he does get fouled by Okogie. He's going to go to the foul line for 3 free throws. Finally, something positive happening for my man Jordan Hawkins, who's had a rough night tonight. Rough night for Jordan Hawkins. I don't think it's a flagrant. Not a landing foul on the three-point shot, so it shouldn't be a flagrant. Fouled up top. Made contact with the arms. Traditional three-point foul. Traditional three-point shooting foul. 1:41 to go. If the Pelicans were able to keep up with some of the offensive output the Rockets have put out tonight, it would have been a much more entertaining game. But with a lack of defensive effort from both sides and the Pelicans petering out as the game has gone on, kind of been one-sided in terms of where the excitement's come. We got the one Zion fast break 360 slam. Cool, fun, but shouldn't be a flagrant at all. Not a landing foul spot. It's a foul up top on the arms. The Rockets and the Pelicans are both undefeated in the preseason, although the Pelicans had a bit of a cupcake schedule. They played the Melbourne team, the Australian team. They played two foreign teams. Played Melbourne twice. 2 Melbourne teams. So, 2 cupcake games against the real team tonight. Kind of petered out as the game has gone on. You would think they would have played a little bit harder. Considering this their first game against like actual real competition. No offense to the Melbourne teams, but that might be kind of where the Pelicans are as a franchise and where they are as a team right now. Milwaukee OKC get to the end of the third. They're taking forever to just look at this. Like, just how is it even considered to be maybe a flagrant? Like, it takes 2 seconds to look at it and be like, oh, that's not a flagrant. He fouled him up top. Anyway, while Jordan Hawkins takes his 3 free throws real quick, let's look at the box score of this game. This OKC-Milwaukee game, which is pretty close somehow. Somehow pretty close. Considering it's really just Giannis. Really just Giannis against them. AJ Green not even shooting it well. He's 1 for 5 from three-point range. Giannis 5 for 8. Who else is helping him out? Kevin Porter Jr. 4 for 6 from three-point range. 15. Gary Trent Jr. knocked down a couple. He's got 11. Off the bench, Cole Anthony with 18. Cole Anthony's going to be a big help for them. For a team that's really struggling. I mean, even Ryan Rollins, okay. 10 points off the bench. Solid. Jericho Sims not giving them a goddamn thing. 3 boards, 2 assists. I'm sure he still played well. Shout out my man. Jericho Sims. Kyle Kuzma 2 for 8, being bad at basketball as usual. All right, back into it. Jordan Hawkins did knock down all 3 of his free throws. Shout out Jordan Hawkins. Finally did something positive out there, big dog. I believe in you. Reed Shepard all the way to the rim, gets the scoop layup with the right hand. Bad defense from the Pelicans there. We've said that multiple times. Sadiq Bey launches the left wing 3. He answers right back with a shot of his own. Now we're going back and forth. Now we're going to get some NBA action. 12-point game. Again, not insurmountable, but the way this game has gone, the pace is slowed to a crawl. Eason has it on the left wing. This feels like a glorified practice scrimmage. It's got a bad feel to it. Eason on the left wing coming to his right. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Makovic. Gets it to go. And they call a foul. Not Makovic, Dickinson. And they call a foul on Hunter Dickinson. That's a Jericho is there for intimidating in the lane and setting screens. That's all. That's his game right there. Don't expect anything else from Big Jericho. And he's pretty good at those things. He's pretty damn good at those things. Jeremiah Fears crosses over to his right down the lane. Wild flip with the left hand. Can't get it to go. I mean, good attempt, but got stuffed at the rim by Capella. Here comes Reed Shepard bringing it down the other way. Gets caught in the air. Leaves it off for Eason. Eason, pump fakes, step through. Reverse scoop layup with the left hand. Got it to go over Hunter Dickinson. Impressive finish from Eason there. 102-85. Eason did knock down both of his free throws previously. Zion has it up top. You would think Zion would want the ball in his hands every single time with this lineup. We haven't really seen it. 19 seconds to go. He's going to hold it for the final shot of the quarter. At least he's going to try to. About a 6-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Zion all the way down. Scoop lay with the left hand. Got it to go and one. Feels like you can do that every single time. We've seen him try to do it a couple of times. He couldn't get the finish to go down. Tonight, this attempt, he gets the finish to go down. But still struggling to stay in this game. 102-87. It's a 15-point deficit. Zion to the line. He can cut it to 14, which, again, is not a big lead in modern bat. Not a big lead at all. But the way this game has gone, I don't have a ton of faith in the Pelicans. Hopefully they make it entertaining here in this fourth quarter. Zion does get the free throw to go. Previously missed 2 free throws. Eason's going to bring it down. 5 seconds to go. Eason a pull-up straightaway 3. Comes up short. Fight for the loose ball. Kogi throws it up. Can't get it to go with the buzzer. And that will be the end of the third quarter here. We got 12 more minutes to go here tonight. Hopefully we get some guys here in this fourth quarter who can bring some intensity because the guys who have been on there tonight have not. We got a little fracas between Jose Alvarado and Amin Thompson, and cool, nice, but just that said, sorry for asking for the Pelicans game. Nah, this was probably the better game. Probably. I don't know. Listen, we're going to get bad games, brother. We're going to get this. We're going to get bad games throughout the regular season. It's going to happen. I'm going to try and make it as entertaining as possible. We're going to be able to watch these games. But it's also preseason. The lackadaisical effort from both sides. Like, you're not going to see this kind of bad basketball during the regular season. You're going to see, like, bad shooting nights kind of bad basketball. Maybe blowouts kind of stuff. But it's preseason. This is what I expected when we were doing preseason games. I was like, oh, we're going to get, like, lackadaisical effort and, like, poor outings and boring games and whatnot. That's what I was expecting. We've kind of been blessed. We've done a pretty good job of, like, picking the right games and getting really entertaining nights. But, like, last night we watched the Knicks game. That game was not entertaining. I made it entertaining because we're Knicks fans, and so we have, like, a more vested interest. And they still played hard, but they got smoked out. They got ran out of the gym. They got smoked off the court. You know, we're going to have nights like this where it's a bad game. It's fine, though. Sometimes you get a bad basketball game. Just that said, it's not often a year starts and the Knicks are a top 3 in the NBA, in my opinion, and truly better than the Lakers. I don't care. I don't know why we care about the Lakers so much. I don't give a damn about the Lakers. Finn, what's up, Finn? Is this a sign of the NBA season being a snooze fest this year? No. This is a sign that we are getting to the end of preseason. Right? These guys are like, all right. I mean, we scrimmaged a couple. Like we got through the preseason games. Like, let's get to the regular season. Starts next week. Everybody's waiting for it. Everybody's getting juiced for it. Just that said, 47%, 44% isn't terrible. No, They're playing fine. It's just the intensity of the game is just they're not giving it. It's not like, oh, they're swinging the ball around and they're up on screens and they're going under on all these screens. They're dying on these screens. They're switching everything. Like they're switching Jordan Poole constantly onto like Şengün and Steven Adams and Jabari Smith Jr. And like I get that they got all these big men out there. Like how are you gonna play it? But like don't switch them onto them then. They're just like conceding all these mismatches all over the place. We got bench guys in the game right now, and immediately the rotations look pretty crisp to start the quarter. Let's hope it stays that way. Capella with the offensive rebound off the air ball three from, who was that? Aaron Holiday. Air ball is the three. Capella with the offensive rebound and put back. Here we go, 104-88, 11:30 to go. Alvarado has it up top. Gets it over to Hawkins, curling off a screen. Gets knocked out of his hands, but that's because he was fouled. That's because he was fouled, y'all. 104-88. Andres said, fourth quarter just started right now. 11:30 to go about. Just started. 30 seconds in. Alvarado gets it over to Dickinson. Dickinson up top. Now nowhere to go. He used his one dribble. Then he picked it right back up. Gets it out. Inside pass to Dickinson rolling to the rim. Flips it up at the rim. Can't get it to go. The shot clock winding down, but Saddiq Bey able to dig out a rebound he had no business of getting, and he lays it up and in. Good job from Saddiq Bey there. And again, it's a 14-point game. It's not crazy to see a comeback here. We got a lot of the third stringers in, a lot of third, some fourth stringers in here now. Aaron Holiday fires the three. He knocks it down. Shout out Aaron Holiday. I always liked Aaron Holiday. He's just a little too small to be in the NBA, unfortunately. Jose Alvarado puts up a three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Hunter Dickinson just slaps it out of bounds. Not necessarily what you want to do. Old Man 803. What's up, old man? Who's your NBA team? The Knicks, brother. The New York Knicks. We're going to watch every single Knicks game this year. We're not going to miss a one. I mean, we never do. Unless there's an emergency, obviously. But Holiday has it up top. Stopping, turning, spinning. Coming to his left off the Capella screen. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Comes up short. Who's that? With the rebound? Micah Peavy is in the game. Peavy with the rebound for the Pelicans. Up top to Bey, back to Peavy. Peavy tries to get it over to Hawkins. Knocked out by Reed Shepherd, but he knocks it out of bounds. He couldn't save it. Just that said, Steven Adams plus 26 due to Hall of Famer. Need more career years probably. Has rings to write. Steven Adams is not a Hall of Famer. Not even close. Not even close. Inside pass to Hunter Dickinson, rolling to the rim, kicks in back to the corner to Alvarado. Alvarado inside dribble, pulls it back out. Got to chuck it up with the shot clock winding down. Comes up short, fight for the rebound. Nope. He gets fouled on the pull-up jumper. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Bad defense from Mukogi there. Way too aggressive. Can the Pelicans make this interesting? Again, we got a lot of the role guys in, like bench guys fighting for NBA roster spots, G League roster spots, so they're trying to showcase their skills. As Alvarado knocks down the first free throw. So we should see the intensity tick up here in this fourth quarter. Alvarado does knock down both free throws. Andres said, do more NBA games in a season than 75% of the NBA players actually play? No, I don't. No, this is the first year we're going to do as many games as possible. We started to do it in the second half a little bit. Great pass from Reed Shepherd, cross court, over to Josh Okogie in the left corner. He can't get it to go, but a tremendous pass from Reed Shepherd, threading the needle there between multiple defenders. Saddiq Bey, they go under the screen, give him the three. He can't knock down the pull-up three, fight for the rebound, and a foul on the floor on Clint Capella, holding on to Hunter Dickinson. 9:40 to go here in this fourth quarter. 15-point deficit for the Pelicans. They got a big old hole to dig out of. See if they're going to be capable of doing it. So far, doesn't seem promising, but all it takes is for a couple of them three-point shots to go down. They're getting good, decent open looks. Again, the possibility. The Rockets are playing sloppy and hacking away right now. You got Jordan Hawkins in the game. You got Saddiq Bey in the game. Two guys who can get red hot from the perimeter. Here, speaking of red hot, Jordan Hawkins coming off a handoff, knocks down the pull-up three. There you go. That is the way to get back into the game. J.D. Davison gets it over. They swing it around. Reed Shepherd, right corner three. And he said, anything you can do, I can do better. He knocks down the right corner three, taking those 3 points right back off the board. 110-95, back to a 15-point game. And then Micah Peavy almost got his pocket picked. they don't call the jump ball. They just let it continue to play out. He lost it, threw it in front of him, got an easy layup out of it. Okay. Holiday has it up top. Pocket pass over to Kogi rolling to the rim. He gets an easy layup out of it. I say that twice in a row. You can tell what the defensive intensity is. And then they throw a lob on the other end of Michael Peavy as the Rockets don't go back on defense after a made basket. And you can tell which way this game is going. But I don't mind an offensive dynamo kind of fourth quarter action here with both of these teams got guys and we're trying to make the roster. Kogi, a deep follow-away jumper, gets a block from behind by Sadiq Bey. Sadiq Bey's played very well tonight. I like him. I like his game. Sadiq Bey back to Alvarado, back to Sadiq Bey, an open three. In and out, can't get it to stay. Hawkins came flying in. Wasn't even close on the putback dunk. He just threw it off the backboard and gave up a 2-on-1 fast break as J.D. Davison blows the layup. Then Kogi blows the putback layup. And the Rockets look like a mess right now. Then they throw a lob to Clint Capella right through his hands. Oh, my goodness. Play the clown music. All of that just to turn it over. And it was a nice pass from Reed Shepard. Damn near half-court lob over to Clint Capella. Just went right through Clint Capella's hands. Alvarado up top, crosses over to his right, down the lane, sprays it out. Sadiq Bey, an open three. Can he finally hit one? Continues to miss fire from three-point range as Hunter Dickinson does tip it up and in. As Aaron Holiday was the only player down under the basket trying to box him out. Reed Shepard going to settle for the deep straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Hunter Dickinson knocks the rebound over to Sadiq Bey. Alvarado bringing it down over to Hawkins. Hawkins, no hesitation, three. Can't get it to go. Sadiq Bey with the offensive rebound. Can't get the layup to go, but that's because he's fouled by Clint Capella. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. Look, just like that. 7:27 to go. I forgot to restart the timer. We'll sync it right back up. 7:27 to go. It's an 11-point game, and Sadiq Bey is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. I'm telling you, it's going to come down to the wire. We're here, y'all. We're here. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. Sadiq Bey knocks down the first free throw. Old man Jeff Green, Uncle Jeff Green coming into the game. Reed Shepard coming out. Just that's it. I honestly never noticed Steven Adams only averages 22 minutes a game. Wow, definitely not Hall of Famer, my bad. Yeah, he's been pretty washed for a while. Not washed as like he can't play anymore, but he has not been a starting caliber center for a really long time now. Sadiq Bey knocks down both free throws, knocks it down to a single-digit game, 9-point game. Fears is in the game for Alvarado. Oh, no, Alvarado's still in, excuse me. They get it over to Holiday. Holiday up top to Kogi. Jeff Green has it up top being guarded by Dickinson. They get it over to Holiday. Holiday swings through to his right, driving down, step back, mid-range follow-away jumper. Well contested. Didn't matter. He got it to go anyway. Fears hands it off to Alvarado. Alvarado over to Bey. Bey dancing with it, loses the handle, dives on it, able to save it, gets it over to Alvarado. Tried to leave it off for Dickinson. He wasn't prepared for it. Home run pass over to Holiday. He's got one man to beat. Oh, my. Oh, no, that was Josh Okogie. Excuse me. Makes more sense. Josh Okogie goes up and throws down a one-handed hammer. And it's back to 13, just like that. 9-point game, back to 13. 6:42 to go. Almost at the halfway point here in the fourth quarter. Just that to the back of the rim tomahawk is always nice to see. It wasn't even close with Jordan Hawkins. You know what I mean? Like, that's just trying to be somebody you're not. You know? Trying to be somebody you're not. Like, go ahead, grab that rebound, and then maybe try to tip it up and in, or realistically, just grab the rebound and come down with it. Grab the rebound and come down with it. Just that he stays on a roster like an enforcer. Dude's got some crazy beast plays. Yeah. I mean, he's a good dude. Smart basketball player. He's going to play within himself. He's not going to do anything outside of the ordinary. Again, smart basketball player, so he's not going to make a ton of mistakes. He's still one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. Mitchell Robinson has jumped him to become the best offensive rebounder in the league, but he's still very capable offensive rebounder. Very good. Still probably top 3 offensive rebounder in the league. So, because that said, it's awesome if that dunk goes in like Dwight did, but he wasn't even close, though. Like, Dwight was at least close to the rim, and he was above the rim, and he could throw it down into the rim. Jordan Hawkins is, like, facing the rim. There's no way that can go in. You're throwing it at the rim. That can't go into the basket. That's just not knowing who you are. Just not understanding who you are. .642 to go. 116-103. We have, for the Rockets, we have Uncle Jeff Green, Josh Okogie, Clint Capella, Aaron Holiday, J.D. Davison in the game right now. For the Pelicans, we have Sadiq Bey, Hunter Dickinson, Jose Alvarado, Micah Peavy, and Jeremiah Fears has now entered the game. Now Bruce McGowan's coming in for Sadiq Bey. We've seen enough of Sadiq Bey. I get it. Bring in Bryce McGowan's, former Charlotte Hornet, starting to bounce around the leagues, trying to find a home. Why is my timer not going? I'm trying to sync it right back up. 6:40 to go. They swing it around. Alvarado, left wing three. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. The Rockets end up with it. Home run pass over to Davison. Davison chases it down for the Rockets. Pulls it all the way back out. Tries to get it out. Alvarado jumps the passing lane, gets the steal. He doesn't have a lane in the basket. Gets it over to Fears. Fears inside. And we get a dunk down for Bryce McGowan. Back to 11. Back to 11. What you got for me? We got 6 minutes to go, halfway through the fourth quarter. What do you have for the final 6 minutes? Davison dancing with it, puts up a righty floater, gets it to go. Gets it to go down. Now we're just trading baskets. Pelicans want a chance to steal this game away. Can't be trading baskets. Here's a step back three. Can't get that to go. Not very close. Didn't look very comfortable for him either. Holiday has it up top, dancing with it. Coming to his left. Fears trying to stick with him. Putting his head down, attacking, leaves it off, and an easy two-handed slam for Clint Capella. Fears up top. Being guarded by Davison. Get it over to McGowan's. McGowan's is a scorer by nature, and he throws it right out of bounds. You know, not much of a passer. I did tell you he was a scorer. Not much of a passer. Throws it right out of bounds. Davison driving it down to his right, kicks it out. Jeff Green in left corner three, nice and open. Can't get it to go. Dickinson with the rebound. Alvarado, home run pass to Fears. Runs right into the defender. And they call a blocking foul and one for Jeremiah Fears. Gets the lefty layup to go through the contact. They're going to give it to him. 4:55 to go. 4:55 to go, 1-5. So Fears is at the foul line for one more. Fears gets the free throw to go. Jeremiah Fears has been pretty impressive. I like what I've seen from Fears so far. Right, it's obviously going to be up and down. It's going to be kind of erratic play from a rookie backup point guard, but I like what I've seen. I've seen you've seen the potential from him. They get it to Jeff Green in the post. Stop, turn, fall away. All over McGowan's. Can't get it to go. Fears comes flying in for the rebound. He's pushing the pace the other way. Wants to play fast. Stops, turns, pivots, under the basket. Kicks it out. A right wing three. Can't get it to go for Peavy. Dickinson knocks it back out to McGowan's. Over to Hawkins. A one dribble pull up left wing three. Can't get it to go, but he gets fouled on the attempt by Uncle Jeff Green. Going to send him to the foul line for 3 free throws. Let's stop calling these fouls. Let's get to the end of the game. Stop fouling. I get calling the fouls if they're fouls. Stop fouling. Let's get to the end of the game. Got 3 free throws for Jordan Hawkins coming up. Hawkins gets the first one to go down. Hawkins knocks down the first two. Got one more coming. Hawkins goes 3-3 from the foul line. It's a 9-point game. Can you make it interesting? Can you make it fun? Davison bringing it down. Davison a pull-up three, can't get it to go. No passes on that attempt. McGowan's bringing it down the other way. So 4-on-3 in the corner. Up top to Fears. Fears driving to his left. Stop, turn, spin. Pump fake, leans in. Draws the foul. Gets the end one. All right. All right. Steal the win, New Orleans. Steal the win. Steal this win, New Orleans. Make it fun. Make it interesting. Under 4 to go. Fears knocks down the free throw. 7-point game. Holiday gets it over to Green. Green over to Davison. Davison over to Okogie. Okogie coming to his left off the Capella screen. Pocket pass to Capella. Big two-handed slam in the lane. Terrible defense. They gave both sides one more point. 122, 114. Fears a step back left wing three. He got it to go. Okay, Jeremiah Fears. He said, I want the win. I want the win. 122, 117, 5-point game. Get the win then. Go get the win then. Hawkins almost got the steal. They try to get it inside the green, but knocked out of bounds by the Pelicans. Holiday on the left wing, coming to his right, up top. Davison driving it down. Good defense. Throws it up off glass. Can't get it to go. Going for the tip. Can't get it. 3-on-1 fast break to get it over to McGowan. McGowan gets the easy layup out of it. So 3-point game, a 1-possession game. I told you it was going to come down to the wire. These preseason games, for some reason, always do. They're always the comeback is always on the way. Up top, Davison, a straightaway three. He rattles it in. Said, shh. Oh, no, it was Okogie. Was that Okogie? Somebody. Who made that three? Okogie made that three. Fears has it up top. Very loose with his hand. He's feeling himself to get it over to Hawkins. Hawkins driving it down. Off glass. Gets it to go. A rare 2-point basket for Jordan Hawkins. Normally looking to fire away from three. Got that one to go going downhill. Aaron Holiday has it on the right wing. They call a foul on Fears. On McGowan's, excuse me. Blocking foul, McGowan's. We're going to get a stoppage in play with 2:16 to go. No. Let's run it out. Let's just let them run it out. Andre said, I looked away for 2 minutes and it's a 5-point game. That's what happens. Preseason. What happens, you put the end of the bench guys in, and we're going to make it interesting. We're going to make it interesting. So we get a Rockets full timeout, unfortunately. Let's look at our. Hold on, I was gonna stop the count. It's 54-46. I'm gonna stop the count. Only 13 votes. That's fine. Stop right there. We're gonna do Grizzlies. Oh no, Grizzlies Hornets won. It flipped. I didn't even notice that. All right, I guess we're doing Grizzlies Hornets tomorrow. I did not realize it flipped. I'll make an executive decision tomorrow. I'll look it up. If everybody for Celtics Toronto is playing, we'll do Celtics Toronto. I don't care. I'll do it. I know we did it already, but we'll do it again. It's fine. Just that said, Chevy just showing off his NBA player knowledge. Just that said, I voted Grizz. We'll see. By mistake. We'll do something similar today where I'll look up to see who's playing. And if guys are out for one game, we'll do the other game. If it makes more sense to do the other game because it might be more entertaining, we'll do that. But it's two pretty bad games. So it's fine. It's fine. It's two pretty bad games. Hopefully they're entertaining. Hopefully we get some entertaining ones. 125, 121, it's a 4-point game. It's a 4-point game. Rockets took the full timeout on our way back in. Just that I wanted to complain about seeing too many Canadian team plays and not watching hockey. Shout out Toronto, man. Shout out Toronto. You won, so unfortunately. What do we got? Just under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. About 2 minutes to go. Final 2 minutes. It's a 4-point game. Here we go. We're into it. Hawkins, left wing. Sidestep, step back, picked up his handle. Tries to get it over to Peavy. Knocked out of bounds. So going back to the Rockets, 153. Davison bringing it down for the Rockets. Davison has it up top, being guarded by Peavy. Dancing with it. Coming to his right, off the screen, driving it down. In the lane, under the basket, up top, they swing it around. Kogi has it up top, being guarded by Fears, driving it down to his right, to the rim, right-handed layup, gets it to go. Fears will bring it down. Coming to his left off the Dickinson screens, got some space, puts up a little floater off glass, gets it to go. All right, trading baskets, not necessarily what you want if you're a Pelicans fan here. You want to pull off the win, you want to pull off the comeback, I get it. Get it over to Davison. Davison coming to his left, off the Clint Capella screen, leans in, stops, pump fake, leans in again, puts it up. Can't get it to go, but that's because he is fouled by Peavy. Going for the pump fake. Davison going to the foul line for 2 free throws with about a minute to go. Just that's it. Mariners, Dodgers, World Series incoming. Yeah. Dodgers look like they're about to get 2 in a row. They look like the dynasty of the generation. They are the new Yankees. Unfortunately. Just capable and willing. Signing whoever they want. Getting whoever they want. Davison knocks down 1 free throw, splits them, missed the first, knocks down the second. 128, 123, a 5-point game, 1 minute to go. Jeremiah Fears has it up top, dancing with it against Okogie. Coming to his right off a Dickinson screen, a pull-up 3. He's got space. Okogie got turned around, and Fears is feeling it as he knocks down the pull-up 3. 128, 126 to the 2-point game with under a minute to go. You got to get a stop and a score if you're the Pelicans. Got to get a stop and a score. Davison has it up top, being guarded by Peavy. Jeremiah Fears with 20 points now, 6 boards, 4 assists. Excellent game from him. Davison up top, the ball was tipped, but Capella has it. Kicks it out. Holiday's got to chuck it up with the shot clock running down. He had more time. There was about 4 seconds left. You could have attacked a little bit and gotten a little bit closer. He just heaved up. Heaved up about a 35-footer. Fears all the way to the rim. Lefty layup. Can't get it to go. Gets chased down, blocked. Hawkins able to save it over to Dickinson. Dickinson cross-court pass over to McGowan's. McGowan's driving it down to the rim. Righty layup. Can't get it to go. But they do call the foul. McGowan's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. He should have swung that over to Fears in the right corner, who was standing there by himself and is the hottest man on the court right now. Should have just swung that out. But at least he got to the foul line. At least he gets to the foul line. We talked about earlier. McGowan's knows one thing. Get that FGA up. Get the field goal attempt up. I'm putting my shots up. Jeez, what the heck was that chuck? I don't know, man. He must have thought there was less time. Maybe he didn't like his chances of getting a shot off if he dribbled it in. I don't know. That was a bad shot from Aaron Holiday, though. Capella fouls out, so we're going to get Isaiah Crawford coming into the game. McGowan is at the foul line for 2 free throws. He could tie it up at 120. I didn't even take into account that we might go into overtime. No. Whoa. No, whoa. Whoa. Hold on. No overtime. Somebody get a win. Collins knocks down the first free throw. We got one more coming. I can't do another preseason overtime game, guys. I can't do it. I want to go to bed. Just that's overtime, definitely. What is going on with this preseason? Every game I do, it's going to preseason. It's going to overtime. But Gallons knocks down both. He ties it up. No timeouts. They just got to make something happen here. Holiday bringing it down against Alvarado. We put Alvarado back in for the defense. Holiday has it up top. The Rockets have nobody. I mean, I'd get it to Jeff Green and just say, do your thing, old man. But they're going to have Holiday come down, drive him to his left, leans in, Euro step, throws up the floater, gets it to go. Thank God. Thank God. No overtime. There you go. There you go, Aaron Holiday. We got a timeout, though, for the Pelicans, 1.8. You're either knocking down the three and we're walking out of here, or you're missing the shot. No twos. Andres said walk off possibly. Give me the three or the miss. No twos. You better not give me a two here. Great job, Aaron Holiday. Again, the lefty floater, too, by the way. He's been working out with his brother. Just that said, who is the home team? The Pelicans are technically the home team. Playing in Alabama. They are technically the home team. $1.8 to go. Andres had no three, no miss, give him a two. No. This is a walk-off situation. You either make the three or you miss it. That's it. No twos. No twos. This is a preseason game. Let's get up out of here. Just that said, visiting team wins on a walk-off shot and they get cheers. I would like to see Jeremiah Fears bang one here at the buzzer. That'd be cool. That would be cool. You know, Bryce McGowan's in the back of his head thinking, I'm about to game this right now. I'm about to game this right now. All right, here we go. Ball's being inbounded. Ball is being inbounded. McGowan's going to be the inbounder. Get it in the Fears. Catches it 35 feet, 40 feet away. Chucked it up, hit the back of the rim. Not a terrible attempt. But we walking off, baby. We walking off. We walking off. All right. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me for what was like a kind of basketball game all night long. They did put up numbers, 130 to 128, as Houston pulls it out at the end. The defensive intensity was pretty low here tonight, but it is what it is. We saw some impressive performances, but at the end of the day, tomorrow we'll be back for another one, and then obviously we'll be back for the Knicks' last preseason game. We're starting to wrap up preseason. We have, when's the last day of preseason? I believe it's, Friday? I believe Friday's the last day of preseason. Either way, we're on our way. Let me go ahead, throw this up for everybody as we sign off here, right? Let's do this. Preseason technically ends Friday. So we have until Friday. Which is the Knicks' last preseason game on Friday. So we're good. We're going to wrap it up on Friday with the Knicks' last preseason game, and then we'll be ready for the regular season. But until then, we have a game tomorrow as well. Tomorrow's what, Wednesday? So we got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We got 3 more days to go, and then we're off for the weekend before we come back on Tuesday for the start of the regular season. We get to some real basketball games. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Final score, 130, 128. Rockets get the win. And obviously, always at the end, nice, beautiful shout out to all of our beautiful members. Thank you for monetarily supporting the channel so we can do really cool things. My man, Johnny Miller, Jose NYC, Roger G. Wall, OG Rue, Susan, Miguelito, Hernandez, Shaq Hollis, James Sumler, Ellie Muskoff, El Tigre. Knicks will be 2026 champs. CP's True Mets Talk. Shout out my man CP, Dave Muskelly, Mark. Appreciate all y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Andres, Justice's dad, K. Hazy. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And we will be back tomorrow for another basketball game. We'll see. Andres said, thanks for the fun, Sheffy. Stay safe. Enjoy your night. Everyone stay safe. See y'all next stream. And remember, let's go Knicks. Absolutely appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. We will be back live tomorrow. We will be back live on on Thursday, and then obviously the Knicks play and close out the preseason on Friday. So I'll catch y'all for the remainder of the week. Appreciate y'all. Remember, brush your teeth before bed because some of y'all breath stink. Take showers because some of y'all stink. And go to bed because some of y'all be tired as hell, like me tonight. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.